We're back. That's how we do it, man. Heart and space. I should be rapping to this kind of music.
No, you shouldn't be rapping this.
Calling the beauty. We got some guests here. You can see it's different. Different vibe. We don't have Solomon today. We're gonna be all vibes today.
But honestly, man, we have two wonderful people.
Two wonderful people all the way. We flew them from LA. That's how we do it.
You mean Lagos?
I see the same thing. Welcome.
Oh,
It's good to have you guys, man. It's good to have you guys here.
Nah, I'm so happy.
It's good to have you.
I'm so happy that you guys made it. I don't know. And I actually apologize for starting late as well. You know? But yeah. How do you even start self? Because this one is a little bit off the top.
This one is it's as if they're even ready for us before we're ready for them. They're all like, I can see.
Let's get it started.
They're like, one is crossed, her leg is crossed, he's ready. She's like, okay, give it to me.
We're just chilled.
By the way, she came with a big book.
Honestly,
It
man.
reminded me of when I was in high school.
When she came in, I thought Jehovah's Witness people were coming into my house.
Why do you keep saying you?
No, because like those are the only people I see with like those like books with that
Watchtower,
level of
right?
volume. But yeah, like I'm so happy to have you guys. You're welcome to our podcast. This is Heart on Speed podcast. We know you guys, but then our audience don't know you guys. So if you guys can introduce yourselves to our audience, trust me, that'll be good. So whichever, I don't know. Can start with you.
Okay, I can go ahead.
100%.
So my name is Clare Ike, and I'm a talent acquisition specialist. However, I'm currently in between roles in my current organization. So I'm moving towards like core HR and like taking over because my manager resigned. So I'm like pretty much the whole HR now.
Oshé.
Wow.
Oshé.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what
like
I'm
that.
doing right now. And that's who I am.
Nice.
Okay, my name is Reme Ajayi. I'm currently a data engineer, and that's what I'm doing now.
Data engineer.
Yeah.
That's what we need in this world now. People deny facts. When data, you analyze data, that's what you do. So you're a data scientist?
No.
Oh, my bad.
Actually,
There's
different
a
things.
difference.
There's a difference?
Yeah, there's a
between
difference.
data engineer and
Are you serious?
Yes.
So what are you doing? Okay, I guess I don't want to. It is not an interview. Don't mind me. But that's interesting. I've learned something too. I thought they were all the same. Okay.
what?
Because I work with a lot of data scientists, right? So sometimes I question their data as well. In
You're
life, you don't have to-
questioning
in
the
life, you-
data scientist data.
Because the thing is, data might be accurate,
But
how
interpretation.
how did you get to? It might be that you put out an information that it was biased, that you wanted that data to be that way.
Okay. I see. I said
Yeah.
I get your point.
So that's why sometimes I'm like, okay, what was your assumption before this data? Anyway, let's don't get into that. That's kind of technical now. No, don't blame me.
How did I meet Reme? So of course, you can't just throw people into your podcast without telling how
you met him before?
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting. Okay. Explain how you met.
Listen, this guy always has comments, so just be prepared. So myself and Remo used to work together in Nigeria. Right after uni, she went to Covenant. I went to Babcock, and then
I don't want to say anything about your school, but let's continue.
and then we actually did our NYC at a software development company, and trust me, we met a lot of wonderful people, and but yeah, we worked in the same team. So all through that time coming to Waterloo, and then we actually did the same program in Waterloo as well. So
The way your story is going, it's reminding me of something.
no, it shouldn't remind you of anything.
Remind me of a book I read
What was in the book?
when I was in primary 6.
What's
Oh
the
my
name?
God. This doesn't sound like he's going in a good direction.
Allow it, man. But
Well,
yeah,
I'll come back to that.
but yeah, Reme, I'm so happy to have you here. I don't
Glad
know.
to be here.
How did I meet Ugochi? Let me
You have to explain. You went to the same school again.
No, I did not go to the same school.
Taught you to the same course.
So there was an event at the park. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember there was an event at the park. You were there now.
I came late.
Event. But you were
You
there.
took pictures. You were there.
I was
Yeah,
there,
of
right?
course. As in,
Oh, were you there?
Yes. That's where he met me.
I didn't see you that day.
You took my pictures.
Oh,
Kali,
you know,
Kali, why are you lying?
life is like a flash.
Kali, why are you lying?
What's the one that was coming from Toronto, right?
No, the one at the one Solomon did.
Oh, okay, yeah. You said at the park. Be specific, young man, please.
But it was at the park.
Many
though.
things happened at the park last summer.
So yeah, like I met her, and then I also met her friend. I think her name is Hillary or so.
Oh, Hillary, yes.
Yeah, so
She's also in HR.
they're also like
Your family is in HR, your friends to HR. That's
they're
nice.
they're all tech recruiters. But yeah, like I'm so happy to have you guys on the podcast. Really, we're going to go right in.
Let's go.
So I left rather like when I was done with my bachelor's, there was no need for me to apply for any job. I was amongst some of the good students at the time, and then like I got a placement fast, not because of it was due to merit and not due to connection. There's a difference.
No, young
not who
man,
you know.
for you to explain that. No one made any statement of that.
No.
No one. But for
Because
you,
I'm sure it's going.
no, I never said anything. But for you to say that,
Oh, okay.
looking at the background and who your father is back home,
Okay.
I could lay a claim that connection played a role.
Well, so you know the thing. My father was not even aware until the day I told him, "Yo, I'm going to Lagos. I got a job So-
where were you before?
in Ibadan."
I remember. You guys were in Ibadan. You're a young man.
So yeah, we got there. Rather, like started working, and then I moved to Canada. Was done with my masters. Now, this is the first time applying for a job, preparing for interview, and all those things hit me. Like I'd never done it before. Listen, telling that experience and looking back is not. I won't lie, it's tough. So the first question I'm going to ask, these are HR experts, and I'm sure that she also had to like go through some phases or some steps before she got a job. But then
Similar.
she's going to advise us on, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, you should have put your name in caps. Oh, you should have. But then Kali, like I always say,
Yeah.
you've been here forever.
Stop saying that. Some people would think I don't want to go back to my homeland.
No, but you've never been back since you came here for over 15 years. What are you running from?
You have to understand something in life. I've gone back, but you don't know.
No, you've never been back. Kali.
15 years. That's a long time.
This guy came here as a
Well-
kid, bro. Came here as a
Well,
kid.
yeah, it's a very young kid.
Yeah.
She's looking at me like I pity. She's looking at me with that HR.
No, we'll sell you in Lagos.
No. But you know one thing I'm always proud of him for? 15 years, never been back, but still sounds like he still left Oshodi yesterday.
Yeah.
But because he used to live in Oshodi. But then, Kali, what was your experience? Because I know you did undergrad here.
Oh,
What was your experience like?
good job.
Yeah.
Ah.
Getting in.
See, I think I said it one time in one of the podcasts.
Especially the first job though.
Yeah. Okay, so when I got here, I think the second year or so, I started working, right? But like applying for the job, I think one of the biggest mistakes was in school. Then you just put everything you've done, both volunteer work, all those things. It's like 2 pages. That's an error. But here's the thing: you just send the job, send the application, and sometimes I'll start emailing the person. When am I going to hear back? Because you're very desperate. This guy needs to get me back. Rent is due. So when you're desperate, you just put this thing everywhere. But that time was more of me just finding something while I'm in school, right? But it was really, I think where it was really different was when I finished school.
Yeah.
But in school, what I observed is we wanted to get jobs, but no one was willing to work for free, meaning volunteer. That was a step. That was one step into the door.
Okay.
Because there's some places where you need to volunteer. They need to see that you're capable of doing the work.
Okay.
And they'll say, you know what, come in. They'll give you a role, like 3 months contract. Then Then from there, you can scale. But obviously, most people didn't have that information, right? So when I found out that information, that's why, okay. So I volunteered in a few places. Then I think that's one of the things that I learned, right? That volunteering kind of experience. But finishing school, that one is different.
No, so like I'm talking now about your first professional job.
Oh, professional. Oh, sorry. Anyone I start.
Not factory now. Not factory. Not factory. Don't add your factory resume here.
That one is very important. That one
No,
is
it is.
No,
it is. Yeah.
No, a professional job, that one was hard. I'm not gonna lie.
And again, hold on. I have to, because you do so many things. So I have to ask you, what do you consider as your? Do you consider product design as your?
No, it's not. No, it's not the first one. No.
Okay.
No. It's like the digital marketing one. No, so probably the sales one.
So you
right?
did okay. So you see why I said this guy is a very, very complicated human being. So you have background in what exactly? Like, what did you study in school?
Oh, that's a very good question. In school, I didn't. In my field, I'm not doing any of that. In school, I did a little bit of computer related to computer science and also related to international development as well.
Okay.
So it's like a mix of them.
Okay.
But none of those things I'm doing now.
Okay.
So now it's mostly product design.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do now. So yeah, which is not bad. I like it though. I love it. I think before I did marketing, I did sales as well. Sales is really interesting. I think if you want to understand life, you should do sales. Do you know why?
Why are you shaking your head?
You'll meet
I'm not the salesperson.
you'll meet everybody in this life, and you will have to build a persona on how to relate to every one of them. Because there's some customers that will approach you, and you don't treat them the way you treated the last one.
Right.
So they're just different people from all walks of life. So sometimes you see someone that will come and say, "Can I talk to Carl? Where are you?" And you come, you're like, "How do you deal with this person? This person is angry. Maybe they have some things going on in their life." So it was a learning process for me every time, learning different cultures, different personalities. So
Of course,
anyway,
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that you have to submit a resume.
Resume?
A sales job or something. But then, like, tending towards that professional line, let's say, let's pick like a product design role. How long did it take for you to land that?
Ooh,
How many applications did you have to submit?
if I tell you, you won't believe. Okay. Before I even did that product design role, it's a new industry, right? So not a lot of people are hiring for it, and you have to have a portfolio for it. So I was like, what will I do? I started to build products by myself, fake product. But the thing is, when you go for an interview, they'll be like, is this product live? Where's the link? I had to go to the extent of launching some of the product.
That was dedication.
My sister. Well, let me shock you. This one, I can never forget this story. So there's this company in downtown. I think they closed down. The camera is... they're not... I will not mention that. So I went to that company, had my resume. And I'm like, I got tired of this back and forth email. So I decided to do the sales door-to-door style. Went to the tech companies. There are not many of them. And I dropped my resume in one of the company. And so while I was leaving, walking through the hallway, I saw they get through the glass. They tossed my resume.
Into it.
I don't want to mention where they tossed my resume into.
Where they
My
tossed your
resume was tossed somewhere.
Sad.
And I saw it. It's as if I should cry, man.
Wow.
I'm like, so I went home, I started to read the review of the company. I started to realize that, these people they have the way they hire is very different. So I asked everyone, have you applied to this company? The same story. Everyone is like, no, never hear back. So I said, this will toss my resume away. So I marked that girl's face for some reason. Because that was really painful. Because it was knowing that day, I came to drop here, I took the bus. So anyway, cut the story short. I formed a group, and I told the people who are interested in design that, we should try and build something if we want to get into this field. It's a very niche field. It's still new, and nobody's, even teams hiring for that, it may be one, and they don't really believe in design that much. They just want to do it because at that time, right? So I started doing that. I would apply. So one time I went to Vaughan. The guy told me,
all the way to Vaughan.
Yeah, the guy told me they already hired for it. So why are you interviewing me? I looked at
To know if you're better than the guy they've hired.
So when I just free, so doing all those stuff, doing them from there, I started to. What I did, I narrowed my search from all those big companies. Nigeria will have that mindset of
Google,
we want to know those
Microsoft,
places.
yeah.
I narrowed my search to startup. Startup between 0 to 7,
7 years.
0 to 8, yeah. Just say, okay. Because what happens is I just realized, okay, come, you're competing with 3,000 people. See, I don't know if you're going to be better, if you're even going to make it. Because
What are
now,
the odds?
yes, because if 3,000, most of those companies are using a machine, you probably know machine algorithm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The ATS.
ATS, yeah. So I hate that thing.
Yeah.
So
Reme,
oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
Reme.
my story is too long. Go ahead.
no, this one is, you see, you can talk for Africa. If you check our talking hours on this podcast, this guy has the highest.
I don't have the highest.
No, you have the
I think you have the highest.
No,
With
there's
your
no
whole
way.
story of Babcock, you have the highest. Anyway,
I don't know if you applied to Synfix to get in at the time.
what's Infis?
Where we
Like
work
the company
together.
where we work.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the company that they charge for fraud or something like that?
Never.
No.
Oh, it's not a company. Oh, okay. I thought
No.
no, my bad.
Yeah, I actually did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But like working in Nigeria was different. I applied to Synfix. It was kind of easy. It was like a 1 week kind of thing. Okay, no, I don't think it was 1 week. I applied I just applied and forgot about it. It was like final semester 500 level. I just applied, forgot about it. And then the week of my convocation,
Nice.
they reached out to me that, oh, okay, they want to interview me. And this was for an internship, right? I was doing quality assurance. So a quality assurance internship.
Yep.
So I just went, I didn't have any experience. I did one interview and they said, okay, come and do it, right? And that's how I continued. Did the internship there, did NYC. Then I moved to front-end development, started
Nice.
doing that one as a full-timer. And that's how working in Nigeria was. It was relatively easy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But here was an entirely different ball game. When people used to say, "Oh, I applied to 20 jobs and I don't hear anything," I was like, "Eh, that happens."
Just 20.
I didn't know. And then I started seeing on LinkedIn, someone was like, "Oh, I applied to 100 jobs. This is my spreadsheet." And then you see so many reds. So the reds are the ones that never go back.
Yeah.
Then maybe you see some yellows. Okay, I had like 2 stages, but then I didn't get to the third. And then you see some greens, and then you see the ones that were actually offers. And you see like 100. And the whole thing just funnels down to 4 offers. I'm like, wow. Until I actually kept my own spreadsheet and I realized that, okay,
Are you serious?
this actually happened.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's why I said that is serious.
It was, I was really shocked, honestly.
So how many jobs do you think you applied to before you got your first offer?
Wow. I don't even know.
From your spreadsheet.
So my job situation is quite complex,
Okay.
let me put it that way, because after my master's, I did an internship,
Nice.
right? And after that, I started applying again for a full-time role.
Okay.
So after working full-time for like 2 months, I got affected by the layoffs. So I had to look for another job again late last year. So I had to do the whole tech recruiting thing 3 times in the space of
Wow.
My God.
less than 12 months. So it was brutal, really. I guess that's why I don't have a number, because I just kept on adding to the spreadsheet until at some point I got tired of adding to the spreadsheet. I just started labeling my emails. So like,
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see what
yeah,
you
I could just search the company name and then
Email come
it's,
up.
or I'll just go to like, I'll just like search the tag. I think I labeled it jobs or something. So to just bring out all the companies, because sometimes you get like reached out to and be like, okay, what role did I actually apply for? Here? I'm like, that was why I had to be going back to the emails to be sure.
Okay.
But you know what's funny?
What?
What she said is true, man. because-
100%,
See,
bro.
let me tell you. I did that thing one time. The guy said, I didn't know they were going to call me at 2:00. I already applied, maybe like last 2 weeks. So they called me at 2:00, and the guy just said, "Hey, Caleb, okay, so you ready?" I said, yeah. I didn't know the company, nothing, and my email is not, I'm not seeing any 2:00. So the guy was just talking. The guy said, this is what he said. So, you read the description? I said, yeah. So, I was just ghosting the guy. Till the guy mentioned the name of the company.
Are you serious?
That's okay. Yeah. It was kind of embarrassing, but
Nah, man. So, for me, graduated 2021, finished, and so I was first of all applying for a dev role. Honestly, you remember? I was first of all applying for a dev role, and I'm like, okay. The only development I've done was on personal side. The only experience I have is product. And I asked myself, what is the best route to take? And I'm like, so like after a couple of interviews, trust me, no response. It was just like
Ghost.
it was as if the job applications were not even hitting their servers. Honestly, bro. And then after a while, I said, okay, let me start looking into product. Applied. Okay, started landing some interviews. But trust me, in that first situation for product, maybe I applied to like 250 companies. 250.
And they were not answering you.
Listen, you see here, it got to a point where I prefer to get the rejection. Give me the rejection. I'm happy. At least I know that, okay, at least
you answered it.
you took out the time. Or maybe it's even the machine that even replied.
It's the machine.
At least I know that, okay, this one is closed and all.
Yeah.
And then, of course, once you start getting the interviews,
Yeah.
somewhat like the confidence begins to come in.
Right.
And then when you start going, of course, the first interview is usually not the...
Nerve-wracking. So.
Nah. As like, it's usually not even the one that lands or that translates into the role. But then you start going through. But then, the essence of, having this conversation is how people can better prepare for job applications, the things they are to see on their, or they are to have on their resume. And then when they now get into the interview situation, how should they behave? When they now get the offer, how should you negotiate? When they now start the job,
How should they continue?
if your village people follow you to that point.
Somebody can follow you.
So, but yeah, when do you think it is ideal for someone to start applying for a job? Yeah. I mean,
Is there ideal time?
yeah, of course. Like, if
Well,
you're in
in your
school,
final year, yeah.
if you're,
Oh,
if
okay,
you're
okay. I
in
get
your
what
third
you mean.
year,
Okay.
yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Well, I thought you were just talking about, I'm looking for work. I'll go and ask HR, what's the ideal time for me to apply? I thought that's what, okay, my bad. Yeah.
I think in your final year, that would be the best time to start looking. I know most people who, for example, my husband, let me use him as an example. He was already applying before he graduated. He didn't even go for his graduation because he had to go to work. That's how bad it was. Like, he had to run back to his grad.
That's typical Jude, but
That's Jude. I'm not surprised. He probably didn't know that was graduation day, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think if you prepare ahead of time, and the main thing is people's mindset.
True.
Because you can't just go with your chest that, oh, I'm going to get this job, or, whatever I'm going to do is going to profit or get into something profitable or whatnot. But you just have to have that mindset that disappointments happen and you push through and keep applying. In my own experience, I know I applied to about 500 jobs.
are you serious?
Yes.
Half a million.
And I think my own case was
It's not half a
different.
million now. It's half 1,000 now. Relax.
Oh,
now.
sorry. My bad.
1,000.
500,000. My bad. My mind is going to money now.
No, but my case was just because it was COVID. And I had just landed like PR into Canada and all that. Nobody was recruiting. So I didn't even know why I was applying. It didn't make any sense.
You had faith.
Blind faith.
No, it's good.
So I was applying and nobody was calling back. I had, when you have different folders for different types of resumes. That was what I had.
I know what you mean. I didn't have different folders, but I definitely had different resumes.
No.
Wait,
I had
wait.
different
Is
folders,
it for
like
different
different
roles?
categories of HR.
Yeah, different roles, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought you said you just have them. You took it serious.
I had to now.
Yeah. You have a point.
So, new to Canada, had to apply. But luckily, by the time things started clearing up, I got a job by June 2020.
Oh, okay.
But I landed like February 2020.
That's early now.
You got on time now.
No, you don't know me.
There are people that stay 1 year, nothing.
No, yes. But at the same time, I wouldn't expect you to stay 1 year, nothing. I would say you're doing something wrong. I would say you're doing something wrong. Honestly.
Okay. So let's start from there. The first interaction the first interaction you have with the company is when you see the job ad.
Okay.
Usually, is when you see the job ad.
Yeah. True.
Then
Yeah.
you read through the job ad,
Yeah,
and then
true.
you're like, oh, I seem that I could be a good fit, and then sometimes you apply.
That's true.
Now,
Yeah.
your first contact, the first contact that organization has with you is your resume.
Right.
What is on your resume? So, what are the usual mistakes you've seen people have on their resumes? They are like,
So whenever I see anyone with education on top,
Are you hearing?
yes. If you start seeing your
Because
resume, with
sometimes
education
you
on
don't
top,
listen. You put it
then I
back cock
just
at
know.
top.
hold on, no.
Like it's where it is on the resume. So if you're starting your resume for someone who's experienced and you're putting your education before experience,
Babcock.
it just shows that you finished from school recently. Yeah.
Nice.
Because you're
good one.
supposed to be selling your experience first.
I agree with you 100%.
The
Yeah.
last thing on my resume is my education.
I agree with you. Same.
So you have to sell yourself first, sell your skills, the tools you've used. Those
First.
things should be up. Especially people in IT, for example. You have to highlight the different softwares you've worked on
100%.
or the different kind of technologies you're used to.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes you might not really have that much experience with it, but you came in contact with it, why not include it in your resume? Because whenever the ATS, whenever you submit your resume and the applicant tracking system kind of goes through it, once it's sorting through, it's not going to pick your resume if you don't have certain keywords it's looking for.
Are they still using that kind of software in this day and time?
I believe they are still using it.
They still do, especially big
In
companies.
the tech field? Okay.
Big companies.
Because
do that. Yeah.
it bothers me they're still doing that, but I don't blame them. Yeah.
Another thing is, even when you're doing Boolean searches too,
Okay.
because recruiters do a lot of Boolean search and they're doing Boolean search based on what's on the job description.
Yeah.
So if you have a job, that's why I said I had folders. Whenever I'm applying, I'm taking my resume, tailoring it to the job description.
Hold on.
Hold on. See, because you know what I want to ask that. Because
No, but there's a
let me
cheat
tell you
code
how me I
now.
apply to my own. Indeed. Submit.
You're not helping yourself.
Those days, let me just say, it's also going to be submit. I'm doing what they call that thing again.
Oh man, Jesus.
That thing used to hit. I'm not joking. If I'll do 73 in maybe 73 in maybe an hour.
Why?
Key. Those days, sales, okay, yeah, marketing, yeah,
No, if
opportunity.
it's sales, it would work.
It will work, trust me, because someone is going to call me back.
Cold emails.
No, not cold emails. I'm
Mass
you know the Indeed
application.
application,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happened then was Indeed refined a little bit of the application. Because before, sometimes you can bypass the cover letter. Some companies do.
Yeah.
So you can bypass it, you can just submit everything at once.
Yeah, easy apply.
Easy apply. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
see the same way you just mentioned cover letter right now. Are cover letters still necessary?
Absolutely not.
Thank God.
I've never
Thank
read a
God.
cover letter.
I'm so glad I heard you say
No,
that.
I have never read a cover letter. I'm
because
serious.
I honestly always felt that way.
It's
in
totally
tech.
useless. But I don't know why people still ask for it.
Let me ask you a question. Now I know that you guys don't really cover letter. Because sometimes I will mistakenly leave the job.
From
So let me tell you what I did there. So I have the job written 3 times in the resume. So one time I forgot the last part. Then I submitted. So when they called for interview, and I saw it,
They didn't read it.
I said they don't read it. I was not wondering, will this guy call this thing? Will this guy call this thing? Will this guy call this thing? Hey. He not call it. I said, this guy not read this thing. I said, okay. From there, that's why I kind of figured out maybe sometimes they don't actually read it. Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt to have like a blanket cover letter though.
That's a blanket now.
I don't think I'll be writing a cover letter anymore.
I beg you.
No, honestly, I feel like after you've got that first job, right, it's
Yeah.
easier to get the next one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Agree.
Definitely.
Yeah.
honestly, they'll be hiring you based on your experience.
100%.
I really don't think it's so much. If you can get the first one without a cover letter,
That's just it.
honestly,
100%.
I don't think you're going to need it in the next ones.
100%.
Right.
So you mentioned having education at the top. That's like the first disqualifier.
Yeah.
What else?
I feel sad. I feel like my education is on top.
But sorry, T, before you come, do you see a particular set of people make that mistake? Because I feel like
Yes.
those people here.
People who just finished from school, they all make that mistake. A lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's the first thing they're trying to sell.
No, but I think it is usually students that never had co-op or something.
Yeah. Okay.
If you did
true.
co-op
Yeah.
or internship, like if you did co-op in second year, third
Yeah,
year,
true. Good
I
point.
believe you would have some experience.
They'll
to
still
put
put
and
that
say-
education there.
Yeah.
But sometimes, of course, some people
But
lead
come
you
on, if you go to Harvard, you have to be top. I don't know what you're saying, man.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like if you are just searching for your first job, your resume is likely to be one page. So even if you have education, it's going to be like 2 lines max. So
Yeah.
like the work experience is going to like be there anyway.
But education is going to be there. You're going to have a subtopic there, education.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see
but
what
like
you mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I kick against this, though, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it's like a subjective thing because like if you see a resume, right? Yeah, you would see education, but like it's just one page, so you would still see work experience. So for example, you might have education and it's just okay, the name of the school, the years I went there, and that's it. And then you have work experience, which is like 70% of the rest of the page. So like in that situation, don't you think that work experience still stands out?
One page is also not advisable.
Oh, I'll disagree.
Oh wow.
It's also not advisable.
Hold on.
That's a
I would
that's
actually
a
advise you to
controversial
have.
take.
So one page. What do you mean, like a sheet or just one
One page.
page?
Resume.
I would not advise.
Okay,
that.
okay. But let me tell you why I kick against it.
Why?
No, as in you are for one page.
It's for one page.
Yeah, in my field, right? I can guarantee you, if you have 2 page, you probably will not get caught. But probably because in the tech industry, what happens is I even omit about 2 of my education out to fit everything in. But if you go look at product design resume, you will see it. Google
Product
everywhere.
design.
You cannot make it 2 page. You're wasting your time.
Yeah. So I've seen product design resumes.
Okay, you probably knows,
and
yeah.
Product design resumes and content creator.
Yeah, content
all those
management,
content
yes,
management
yes,
people.
yes.
And which other one? I think digital marketing
Digital
as
marketing,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They pretty much have one pagers and they have this problem of putting their pictures.
Oh yeah, I do that as well. I'll tell you why. Should I tell you why I do that? Should I tell you why I do that? Okay. I'll make the story very short. You see, when I walk into the interview hall, they always used to mistake me for a white guy because of my last name. Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams. That's happened time again.
Oh, so you
And I went
like
to-
slap your picture there.
And I went to the walking center in downtown. And the woman said, you know why this is happening? I was like, I didn't know. I want to hear from her. But she didn't tell me why. It's when I got home that the Nigerian woman that worked there said, this is why.
Because of your name.
Because of the name. So most times you go in, they're always shocked of who the person is. So from there, I figured out, you know what? Let me put my photo.
But like,
And when
is
I
that
put my
bad
photo,
thing,
it changed the
though?
game.
Won't you get called less?
As in,
That's what I was
Like,
going to ask.
I feel
'cause
like
it's
Oh, that's the
an
point.
apple-
Happy
it's-
about
Yes,
that.
then they come in less. Because the point is,
but now you know it's valid.
I know it's valid. So when you walk in there, most times, see, most of these tech companies, right? They hire for culture fit,
Okay.
not for skill.
Is that true though?
Oh,
It's a mix of both. It's the criteria.
can you drink beer with this guy on a Thursday night? He can do the job, but can you go drink beer with him? T can do the job, but T doesn't fit in the culture. So the company might decide, we want culture. But we want someone who may know the job, we might learn it. That's from time to time. So that's what I've seen from most of them, right? So when they see where you balance, in some of the companies, I don't want to mention their name.
In tech, it's skill. It's
Not all
skill,
tech.
skill,
No, not all the
skill.
time.
I wonder if remote work has also changed culture fit.
It has changed the dynamics.
Yeah, it has
Because,
a little bit.
I
yeah.
mean,
yeah.
Everybody can fit on a Zoom call really, and what they do
Not necessarily you,
What-
because
what
most
we
people are
do-
not turning on
What's up about
camera
turning the
now.
camera on?
cahoots for a virtual game night. Like everybody can fit into that, right? It's not the same as we're working in the same office, we're getting coffee together.
Right.
So I think remote work has kind of changed the
No,
culture fit.
but there are some companies that
100%.
have some culture, right? Let me say, for example, I'll give you one example. There's some company, their culture is all Zoom calls must be on video.
Yeah, we started
my
doing
company
that
does
in my
Right?
team now.
That's a
my
culture.
company does that too.
So if you come and you're not that kind of person, some people want to be ready to be on video because video is like you're showing everybody
Yeah,
your life unless you blow
Presence.
your background or something like that.
presence. Yeah.
But that's a culture of a company.
So going back, because we actually still have like quite a lot to talk about.
You always have a lot.
Education. What else again should be or should not be in the
I
resume?
think she mentioned picture. Like,
Yeah.
Picture.
There's pictures. Okay, what's it with the picture? I want to hear.
No, I've seen funny pictures.
Oh, okay. For the
As
pictures.
in-
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Like, they're not
Not
professional.
professionally
They're not
shot ones.
professional- oh,
or
okay.
Selfies.
Oh, someone will take.
Yeah, I've seen selfies.
Okay, no. Now that's someone.
I'm sure I took selfie, Kali.
No, I will never take.
But if it's a professional headshot, what do you think about that one?
That's a good
It's
point.
acceptable, but honestly, it just opens the door for bias.
I
And
definitely
bias
agree.
is- once there is bias,
That's
man,
why
like,
I was
it's
wondering
easy,
why
bro.
he put his picture.
No, but you don't understand me. You have to eliminate everything before. See, when you walk into a door, you should walk into a door knowing that, you know what, this is Kali that you ordered for. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean of someone seeing you before you arrive? There's no assumption. When you walk in, we're going to the job.
I don't know. I feel like if it gets me in the door,
But remember, if you get in the door, there are many people that have gotten in the door that they are used to seeing. They may not be used to seeing your type.
but
you
isn't
two,
that
why
a
do you
good
change your
thing
name?
though?
What did I say, man? Not change my name, oh.
I know, but
No, that's my last name. That's one of my last name.
I
The
know.
woman, okay, I'll have to discuss that. See. Okay, I went to the center. Very lovely woman. And she said, Kali, this last name is the problem. I said, my own last name.
That's the Nigerian woman now.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Because they said, I should clean that last name because you will not get calls. I said, my sister, she was right. When that last name became Dot, this will start calling me.
As in dot, as in...
Like I made it instead of just the English one. And they made my friend change his name from his Yoruba name to Alice.
What was his original name
I
before?
can't tell his original name because he'll probably figure out who he is. So just from like Shego to Alice. I'm not lying, it worked.
It does work.
Let's not sugarcoat these things. These things are real.
You change
Yeah,
name now.
I mean,
Like this.
I've heard this a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it works. If you change your name to Bob, you don't even look like Bob. That's the problem. Maybe if you change your name to Smith, it will work. But the problem is, hopefully, we can get past that. I don't know,
Of
but
course,
it's just
100%. Yeah.
You know, I've never
HR.
even tried to like test
Never.
the theory, right? Because my full name is Reme, but that is not on my resume. Right from the beginning, my name has been Reme Ajayi. And then like when people see, they're like, oh, Reme. For some reason, people never pronounce a 4-letter name right. I don't know why.
Yeah, talk less of maybe the entire full name if you
Yeah,
have it there.
so I don't even
I
bother.
know what you did. Yeah.
And sometimes it's annoying because when you actually get the job, that's the name they now put in like your
Yeah,
book. So then
yeah,
I have
yeah.
to like change it and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, please?
It happens. Even from my case, you know me here right now as Ugochi. On LinkedIn, my name is Clare.
No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. I disagree.
Why are you
Please,
throwing
I
away
disagree.
your background?
Why are you throwing
I'm
your
not throwing
culture?
away my
Claire,
background.
which one is
You don't
Claire?
understand. I have Claire Ugochi Ike.
Why can't you put Ogochi Madu? Something. Put your.
Ugochi Madu is not my name. No, but I noticed the difference. I had it that way before. I had Ugochi Claire Ike.
Wow.
But then I changed it to Claire Ugochi Ike, and it was totally different. I don't know. Maybe the Canadian market is getting used to our names.
No, I have to tell you the truth. Let's call it what it is. We behave as
It's
if
a
this
bias.
country is perfect. But let me tell you, that discrimination is in the system.
No, it's there.
It's something we cannot.
It's there, and I think over time it has gotten.
Of course, it's gotten better.
Better, yeah.
Black Lives Matter did a lot of things and made a lot of people fondle under the curtain. But you know, all of that happened. But so is that all you think? I mean, like for the resume conversation, like
for the
before sending it off.
Well, you have to obviously proofread it 500 times because.
And then, like one thing you said, tailoring it to the job. No.
See, it might not be easy, but there's something that has made it easy for everybody now. ChatGPT. You can put your resume there, put the job description. It will help you rewrite it.
I know ChatGPT. It has done many things. We have to have it because that AI is going to ruin this world. One is essay writing in school. It didn't come out the time I was in school.
No, but I am glad
Because
it did not come out when I
But
was
guess
in
what?
school.
They have an app to counter that.
Yeah, of course.
So
but
there's
I'm
an AI
glad-
app that is going to show the professors that you got your your essay written
Content,
from ChatGPT.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie, the students now they can't sit down and write 20 pages, 24 like we used to do.
Yeah,
we used
so
to.
like
Yeah.
that's actually why I'm glad
Yeah.
that it did not come out, back then.
Oscar would have just dubbed.
So you sent the resume in. You've tried to tailor it. Although trust me, like the amount of work it's going to take to tailor your resume to every job ad. Omo, this thing,
work.
man, it's work.
But
So you
it's
sent
worth
it in.
though.
Omo, man.
So how many will now apply in a day?
I'm
Because I'm telling you 73. Cha.
confused.
So if I tell everyone, it's like 1 o'clock.
But like, is it not better if you apply to like 5 and you get 1 call back than you apply to 73 and you still get that 1
No.
call back?
I won't lie to you, right? There are some jobs I do that for. But like there's some key jobs like, you know what, this 5, I'll sit down today.
No, that's normal. You're
Yeah,
going to have a master resume.
Okay, now you're talking.
That one is normal. You don't have to do it for every job.
So there are types of resumes. Because I've already said master resume.
There's a master
That one is
resume.
just for everybody
The master resume is the one that has all your experience
inside.
especially the ones that can be easily transferred. Like your skills from that resume can be transferred, or your skills from that job can be transferred to a different role easily. Or maybe it's like a generic job title that you had on the resume.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Unlike maybe specialist roles, those ones would now be unique resumes.
Nice.
I like the way you organize yourself.
Honestly, man.
It looks as if on your I can imagine your MacBook, the front page will be HR tech, HR this. Maybe you organize your house like that. I like that organization.
No, it's good.
That's
It's
good.
So you sent it in. Rather, you already proofread it. You sent it in, and then. So how do you guys start that process? I mean, once you guys received your resume, at that point.
Okay, so when you send your application in, one key thing is try and find someone in the company to reach out to.
Okay.
Network. Like I've changed jobs, I think 3 more times, and in see, I'm looking for more money, and if it's going to get me more money, obviously I have to change my job. So
Well, we'll talk about that one later.
yeah, we'll talk about that one because you have to first start with survival job. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I reached every single job that I got like sequel to my initial job that I started in that 2020. It was based on who I knew.
Okay.
It was based on conversation on LinkedIn.
Same here.
And it was so easy.
That's interesting.
So what do you send? What do you send to the?
So I
To
say,
whomever.
hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I came across your posting.
You're mailing the recruiter.
the recruiter, yes.
Oh, okay.
But if it's not the recruiter, you can obviously still have a conversation saying, oh, would you like to hop on a coffee chat? I just want to learn more about the company culture.
Yeah.
I'm looking to move jobs right now and whatnot. So you just put it there. But then if it's the recruiter, you tell them that, oh, you came across their posting, that this sounds really interesting, that would they like to hop on a call with you? Just a quick call. And that's it.
But not every recruiter responds to that though.
Yeah, not every
Not many
recruiter
recruiter-
responds to it.
You know, make recruiter your message that just
Yeah, because again, you have to check how many messages the recruiters are also getting. So they would also.
But that's the thing. Most people, I actually
Don't send the
respond
message.
to people who I see send it in a unique way. So, you know,
see what
when
you
you are
mean.
responding or sending a message to a recruiter, LinkedIn gives you the opportunity to use a generic message.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But if you use that generic message, you're already disqualifying yourself because the person is not even going to bother reading because they already know what you're
that's a
looking
good
for.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good. But I think from what you explained, it's easier for you to do that when you're already in a job.
What do you like? How
Like
do
you're
you,
already in a job.
No, even if you're not in a job, you can do that as well.
Because
You can do that.
because the thing is, the recruiters, some of them are funny because if it's the recruiter that is a third party, I feel like it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
The agency
The
recruiter.
agency one, those ones are desperate too, but God
Yeah,
forgive me,
it's
but
No, don't worry. I did that job too. So,
those guys will be like, come, are you ready for a call tomorrow, 2 p.m.? Relax, I've never seen this thing. Send me
You've
the
never
job.
read the job
The job
description.
interview.
They'll say, look, read it. I think you qualify for everything. You just come 2 p.m. 2 p.m. is not the one I'm talking to. It's someone else or something, you know. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
those ones, they don't have any idea of what the job entails now. They are just basically.
They're just busy.
referring-
Yeah.
No, they are the ones that are good at the job, and then they're the ones that are just call center kind of recruiters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know that
So, how important? Because
Is
we are still-
networking?
no, not just networking. How important is referral?
It's very important. Because you're the same person that just talked about culture. It's part of the culture fit. If you can
That's a good
find
point.
someone
That's a good
who, like referrals, company look at referrals like, okay, we already have this person in-house and this person can get me someone like themselves.
Open.
So they just feel like, okay, yes, this person's going to be a culture fit automatically.
So I believe there are levels to refer.
100%.
If I tell T to refer me, T can just go to the company, I refer this guy. Do they? I guess you might correct me. Do they have people that go all the way to write a written referral that this person is suited for this role?
Yes.
Because I believe the Nigerians don't do that. Just write your name.
I won't say Nigerians don't do
No,
that.
we know that some of them don't do that. Just write my name or just hire Kali. Did not put effort.
Yeah.
I guess there are levels to it, right? Am I right? Yeah. Because
So like I actually learned the act of referral on LinkedIn.
Sure.
So it's not just even like, so going to University of Waterloo, you actually find a lot of alumni like in so many organizations. So if you actually, so by default, LinkedIn already tells you, 5 people work in this company.
So you see your
And
similarities.
then sometimes you message them and say, I found this role in this organization. Can you kindly refer me? Of course, it's life. Some people respond.
of course,
Some people do not respond.
That's
you
normal.
just have to
Move on.
move on.
I was going to ask you guys about the what do they call this thing they do? We gather everybody together. I'm trying to remember.
Group interview.
No,
No, you know it's workshops or
hall?
what?
No, not the town hall. This is why I say town hall.
The workshops or what?
No. The this town hall is making me laugh. How can I forget? The recruiting thing everybody goes for the job. Job fair.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Job fair.
That thing I feel like it's a scam sometimes.
No, it's not a scam.
No, when I mean it's a scam. Why when they come for the job fair? I feel like I don't know how I feel about the job fair. Anyway, you might correct me, but I just feel
It's not effective.
that's it.
I feel like they already know who they're looking at.
So why are they there? That's my point.
It's also a branding thing. It's not necessarily just to find.
How is Manual Life
people.
doing branding?
It's still branding.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's still branding.
I don't know.
No, but was it Money? Are you using Money Life as an example?
Yeah, because some of them, they come, oh yeah, we need so many people. We need this. You're like, okay, how many people do you need? I need 30 people. Okay, interesting. Okay. So are you going to hire people from this job fair?
I think they do, because that's how my husband got his job.
Your husband is favored. Let me tell you one thing you have to understand with him. First of all, he didn't pass
I
through.
like that.
He didn't pass through any round of interviews.
He did.
No, he
went
didn't
through
do like
rounds now.
he didn't. I can bet you he didn't have a resume. Ask him.
He did.
He was favored. I know I know him because he's a first class student. They gave. Just ask him if he has a resume right now.
I
Ask him the last time you're.
Freddy's
She was-
resume.
Okay, he just did his resume again. Then that means he did his resume again. No, but your husband's case is different. I know what I'm saying. He was. Jude is someone who is not okay. I'll leave it for. He's not someone who wants to apply. He's focused on one thing. He just wants to do his job. You know, it's different from.
You don't like stress.
He doesn't like
So, still on applying, if I see a job ad on LinkedIn and then I see that, 300, and of course you can see that 300 people have applied to this
Applied.
job.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still have hope?
It's slim, but yes, there's still hope. But it's not that much.
But like, do you guys do like on first application
batch,
basis?
yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Because if I have a posting up now,
Yeah.
and okay, I review in the next 2 days. So I'll be reviewing the first batch in the first 2 after the first 2 days of the posting being up. I would have already started the recruitment process for those ones. I would have sent their resumes to the hiring manager. Would have already started phone screens. I would have gone a little bit far in their process, then going back again to check the next batch of people. So you applying late, unfortunately, is a disadvantage.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw it the other way around. Where by
That you think it's gonna be on
Last
top?
in first
Oh, but I
half.
know you just start from that. You just start from that last one. You're like, today is due date at 11 p.m. You're
It's
applying.
not a
11
life
p.m.
situation.
But that's what, because I won't lie to you. I've seen I've seen some job whereby what he's saying 1,000 plus
Yeah.
applicants on LinkedIn.
I don't.
You know what I
bother,
told
especially
myself?
if it's big tech.
I will
Yeah.
apply.
I don't bother.
Do you know why I apply?
Where?
Probability.
Of what?
Probability.
You might, and guess what?
Yeah, of course you can.
See,
you
guess
can-
what?
you can-
They do call me. Because there's a mindset when you apply. You know, there's some job when you apply, you know that I'll get a cover. Do you? No.
You're speaking about positivity.
No. Can you, when you sit on your laptop, just alone, when you hit that apply, you get some goosebumps.
If you see some job descriptions, you will know if you have
match.
a good portion of the
But that's a
body.
good point too. Yeah.
So,
No, so
yeah.
there was this. I remember when I applied for this role in TD. I just trust me. I applied. I wasn't even concentrating. I just applied, and then the HR person got back to me, and then so that's another thing you HR guys do. If I send you my resume, okay, first of all, before I even get to that point, what's the essence of attaching my resume?
Yeah.
If during the application process I still have to write
Oh,
the job ad.
Yeah, the job experience.
No,
Workday.
the company has, it means the company doesn't have a good
Okay.
ATS.
It's Workday.
Yeah.
Just call them.
Workday, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like,
The Workday, the ATS
hate
that I
that
use is Bamboo.
Oh, Bamboo
yeah,
is
yeah.
good. Bamboo is
Yeah.
good.
You
Yeah,
don't need to do
Bamboo.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to put all the education, need to put the job description.
What's on your resume already?
And then you have to create an account for every company.
For every company.
Sometimes
You have been through it.
Sometimes you need to
God.
even confirm the email.
No, you have to go and
No,
activate
to be
your email
honest,
now.
I think Workday is even better. There's this legacy one that's the
Dayforce?
No, that's
Oh,
I don't know what it's called. Like the UI is really, really bad.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Which
all
one is
these
that?
I don't know the name.
Oh.
All these big companies like Bell,
Oh,
Sunbank.
oh,
I'm trying to remember the name.
Oh,
I don't know what it's called.
It goes
but
to 5 pages. It's not 1 page.
it's,
Listen, man.
it's tough.
Yeah.
listen, I think even the one TD uses is actually quite messy. But yeah,
Yeah, like the banks, they don't because they
can't
I
change
think
them.
they don't change their
that often,
thing
yeah.
often. That's
Yeah.
why.
It's going to
So
affect.
applying, so like I applied, and then the HR lady got back to me, and then she's asking me, she's asking me the questions that were already answered in my resume. Oh, why do you think you're a good fit for this job?
She has to ask you now.
No, hold on now. As in, that's like just one of the questions.
Okay.
What are your academic qualifications? What's your previous role? See, sometimes when I see those kind of things, I don't even reply. I just leave it. But then I took the pain
To write it.
to write it.
Oh,
and-
it was an
It
email.
was an email. No.
Okay, that one is
I
different.
thought it was
Okay.
actually in
I thought
the
they called
interview.
you.
Yeah. Like a phone screen
no,
or something.
No, this was in an
No,
email.
the person didn't take the time to read your resume.
Trust me, man. So I replied, and then she messaged. So she then calls me, and she's like, we're impressed with your background, blah 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 blah. Can we set up a call? I'm like, oh yeah, cool, let's do it. So we set up the first call. After some time, I did not just hear anything. So that's even one part, the ghosting part. But we'll not get there now. We'll not get there now. So resume has gone in. You guys already have what you're looking out for, education and some other things like that. It shouldn't be there. Those first calls, how important are they? Because sometimes I believe you guys actually lose so many guys via those first calls. I mean, so many good guys. Yes.
What do you
I'll
mean?
give you an example. Somebody was asking me if I'd worked with something before. Personally, I've not
software?
worked. Yeah. Personally, I've not worked with that thing. I'm a product person. They're asking me if I've worked with Docker. I've not worked with Docker, but in my team, we've used Docker before.
Oh, I see.
You
Why
understand?
didn't you say you've worked with it then?
No, of course. Like I told her, in my team, we've done this, and of course, you can tell when somebody is not satisfied with the
response.
answer you give to them.
Because you're looking for a specific answer. I also experienced that.
So, like, and again, in fact, there's just a whole lot, especially when it comes to tech.
If I can add, right, I had experiences where I could tell the person did not understand what I was talking about because they asked me the same question in 3 different ways. So, like, have you used X in 3 different ways, right? And I'm like I mentioned before, yes, I've used this thing. I'm like, okay, I understand that. I think by the time you do you have different experiences, you know that there are good and then there are bad things.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting that as a recruiter you need to understand things like in deep technical detail. But like if I mention the same thing twice and you don't know what I'm talking about,
shall
the same
fix it up
thing, it's
somewhat.
a red flag, right?
Right.
You get.
But what of, let me play devil's advocate. You know, applying for job until I was in a position to interview people for job, and now realize how it was. It's not easy. There are some resumes you'll be like, I want this person, but I don't want this person now. Because the companies are not at that stage for this person,
Right.
right? But this person is talented. So, but sometimes, going by what she said, I've observed that someone might ask a question, but they want you to reply to that in 3 different ways. They're trying to build a scenario. I've seen that before. The guy asked a question. I'm like, I just asked a question before.
No, this was not that.
Oh, it's
scenario.
direct,
This was
same
like,
question.
What is this? And then she's taking notes. And then she checks the next thing that she's supposed to ask
Oh, I
me.
should ask you the same question again.
And then ask me this.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay. That one is
It was a
upside.
question of like, I could tell like she didn't understand what I meant.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is it, were you speaking a different language? Because sometimes,
No, it was English.
whether you're missing it with some Yoruba or something.
no,
Okay. That's
Right. And then I've had like really good experiences with recruiters that I know that you can't I could tell that this person has been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And then you actually enjoy those experiences and you want to work in
100%.
those companies.
100%.
but I won't lie. When they are too nice, I'm not carried away with it anymore.
It's not even just the niceness.
What do you mean by
it's
too
the
nice?
You see?
non-movable part.
Okay, no, okay. See what I mean here, right? The whole smile, I don't. It doesn't fool me anymore because one thing with me is I understand how Canada works.
You want us to be angry.
Be angry is better for me because
No.
the thing here is, oh my God, thank you so much for applying. Or just don't waste my time because I have children. I understand. See, if you smile next to you just before you enter your house, thank you so much for applying.
Toss it.
I don't blame them sometimes though, but
This guy, man.
are you too nice?
I'm a smiling person, so
So
maybe
do you-
I'm one of them. I don't
I,
know.
I like nice recruiters. Me too, I'll be smiling. Okay, have a good one.
When you're not coming to fight, it's not
No,
wrong.
no,
It's
but
nice. Let everybody
no,
be friendly.
I'm not saying they should not be friendly, but the thing is, when you know that the person is not going to get the work or proceed to the next stage, but the way you're smiling, you're leading me on.
No, see, sometimes it's out of respect. I
Oh,
would
okay,
know
I
a
agree.
candidate
Okay,
is not
okay.
who I'm looking for, but
Yeah.
I will go through the entire questions with you because you took your time. You took time off
I
work.
agree
You
with
took your
that.
time to speak with me.
Yeah.
So I have to give you that decency and courtesy to smile with you and go through the entire thing and tell you, we'll get back to you.
But why can't you just say, okay,
Honestly, man, like I actually do believe, like I prefer you telling me, listen,
tell me right away there so I can move. Okay,
I mean, I
okay,
don't.
okay.
Yes, we would not like that, but it's not really practical.
But let me tell you why it's
Yeah,
practical.
it's
Let me tell you why it's
not.
practical.
You can't bond. It's like you're representing a company, right?
Okay, let me tell you
So
why
you
it's
can't
practical.
bond with
Right?
this in that
There's
way.
a company called Basecamp. I've told him before.
Right.
We'll still get back to this. So in my kind of job, right, they have to give you an assignment to do. Basecamp, we pay you any hourly you want for that assignment. Whether they'll pick about, let's say, 10 people for the interview. Anybody that does that assignment is paid. You pick your hourly. Just tell them 100 hour, whatever, they'll pay you. That alone, I have respect for that company. Because even if I'm not picked, just looking at the way those companies operate, it's the way you're like, okay, this is a place I want. But not that you come, I'll get back to you in 2 weeks.
But
I'll
that's
just sit
their
down
own
at home.
strategy, though.
That strategy is good. And guess what they do?
It doesn't apply for everybody.
And guess what they do? They don't just pick everybody in the pool to interview. Because they don't want to waste people's time.
Right.
Just say, okay, these 10 people. And they will tell you there are 10 people. So they're very transparent and the salary is there, you can see it. And that one is another thing. They don't even
So-
put salary. Let's leave that one.
the first round of calls, what are you looking out for?
Number one, the reason why they're living where they currently are.
Growth, challenge, new challenge.
The main reason they're asking that question is not even just to understand why exactly you're leaving. It's the reason is to make sure you don't leave them for that same reason.
Oh, I see.
So it's almost like a culture question as well. Because they're trying to understand what makes this person motivated.
I'm looking for something new.
Yes. And what if the organization is a place where there's no promotion happening constantly. It's a flat hierarchy kind of environment. So they know this person is not going to be a fit for me because this person is looking for promotion. This person is looking for, even though you might be getting additional pay every year, but you're looking for more, you're focused more on your position.
So
or
is it
your
advisable
level.
to tell them more money?
No, never.
See, I don't understand the way you. So just tell someone, why do you leave him more money?
Never say more
No,
money.
no,
please.
no, because
What kind of transparency is that? That's too
Because
much.
It's
No,
just too much.
You can't say that.
You can't just say.
No.
It's like I say, I'm motivated.
That's a
by
red
money.
flag. Yeah.
It's a red
Also,
flag.
Yeah.
no.
We are
If you
all
tell any
motivated by
company that,
money.
you will not be called back.
Hold on. Being motivated by money is not a bad thing.
It's not. But
Okay,
you
see, let
don't
me tell
go
you.
out and say.
I believe you can say that when you're in a job, bro. Let's say you're in a current job, they call you. You just want to.
I need
flex.
more
I need more money.
No, I wouldn't even advise anyone to say that.
What if someone says they are laid off? How do you respond to that?
Yeah,
Especially
oil-
in
I,
this
trust me,
climate.
last week I interviewed over 7 people that were laid off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not getting very common. That it's something I hear almost every time. Like
okay.
every day, I might get 1 or 2 people that were recently laid off interviewing. Yeah, but
That's crazy.
I don't have a problem with it. My managers don't have a problem with it. But you might get some people who are biased to say, okay, people who are being laid off were not qualified and whatnot. But I honestly don't believe that.
No, that's
I
not
was
true,
laid
yeah.
off last year, and the companies I was applying to, they didn't have a problem with it because they understood
The
current
market.
the current economic situation is not working for anybody, and you can also be in my position very soon.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so most people are pretty much open to it right now with everything going on in the whole macroeconomic environment.
But based on what you said, right, about people saying their motivation why they leave, you know that this generation is different from maybe our parents' time where they stay in a long time in jobs.
Yeah.
1 year, people are out.
1 year, okay, 6 months.
Or 6
6
months
months,
like
bro.
you. People,
6 months, bro.
they're out. So most companies, or some, are beginning to hire those who are kind of stable in their life, meaning they have so much responsibilities. So they cannot just leave from job to job. Is that
Another thing, they
Yeah.
actually look at your track record, how you're moving from company to company to.
that one is a problem?
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can actually be tagged as a job hopper. Like
1 year,
I'm
yeah.
trying to avoid being a job hopper myself.
The way it's looking.
The way it's looking.
No, but like.
No, but it wasn't my
So what
fault.
duration?
Oh, yeah, true.
What duration would you tag someone like?
Yeah.
if
trying
I
to
see
tag
someone-
yourself.
If I see someone working maybe 6 months, 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 1 year, that's a job.
Okay, that's 6 months. That 6 months is too small. I won't lie.
Uh,
My brother is a job up.
no, I'm not a job hopper.
Yeah, but
I'm not a job hopper.
but I won't like that's how this kind of generation operates.
Yeah.
So I think most companies understand that okay, in the next 2 years, I might lose John.
Companies are fine with 2 years.
2 years is even too much.
2
I'm
years
just
is a
adding
lot.
more. I'm knocking 1 year. People,
Yeah.
8 months, people are
The
already
average
applying.
number of months or period a person resigns is like 1 year-ish or below.
That is bad though.
Yeah. 2 years, the company has gotten value for the money back.
All of 10 years.
I don't know. You're already in the pension.
Nonsense.
You're already in
You
the
resign
pension.
after 10 years and they don't do same force for you.
They will not do
I
it though.
don't know. I don't know.
Some people know.
In
They will
this
not do
Canada, they
it
won't
though.
do
They won't
it
do it for you. There's some people 30 years, they don't do anything for them. Just send you one t-shirt of the company. Thank you so much
With
for
mug and pen.
With mug and some pen.
No.
So on the call, you mentioned the culture fit question.
Yes.
Why are you leaving your previous place?
Yes.
What else? What
Just
else are
be
you looking out
prepared
for?
to talk about yourself. Because I know it's very weird that everybody still asks this question, but no matter what, they're going to ask
I dislike that question.
they're going to ask you, even if it's not directly to say, tell me about yourself, they'll ask you in a different way. Walk me through your resume. Or can you share more about your experience in blah, 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 blah in so industry? No matter what, you're going to talk about yourself. But sometimes they don't want you to start telling them about Ancient of Days experience.
Oh, okay. I
So
see.
that's why they might tell you to give me a quick summary.
So like, how long is a quick summary? Like how many minutes?
3 minutes.
I used to go longer than that.
Yeah, don't go.
Okay, let's do a mock up. Can you even, I think we need to do mock up at the end of this thing. Maybe you call and we'll see how you respond to the question, because so that the viewers can understand. You understand what I mean? So we'll see why this guy is to get that. Thank you for applying.
So of course, like, yeah, that goes down. But honestly, I do not believe like those phone calls are effective.
No, I think they're effective.
No,
But
I mean,
it's a screening
like,
call.
man,
It's a screening call.
I feel like I sell myself more there.
than on video calls.
No,
Yes,
video call.
because
Yeah.
the person doesn't have so much technical know-how.
Thank you.
So it's from that person to the hiring manager.
Probably.
Or
Or
like,
to
I
the
don't know
next
about
stage.
you. I like screening calls though.
are you serious?
Because it means I don't have to get ready.
Exactly.
Yeah, can just do the interview when I wake up in the morning and I'm happy. Like,
You're right.
I don't know why. It's nice.
I believe if I can get that person, if I can get through that person, I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
Because the
100%.
next one is one I need to prepare for, right? She's just trying to get like, okay, is this guy a human being that can work here?
I don't know. For me, I feel like it's the technical stage. Right. I feel like after you've done a couple of interviews, you would know what to say and what not. In fact, at some point, you don't even need to prepare so much for the technical ones, right? The stage after phone screen, so like with the hiring manager. I think you at some point you don't really need to prepare so much, right? You've talked about your experience in 7 different ways, right?
And sometimes they even give you pointers because some of the questions kind of make you understand what they're looking for. So you can go and brush up on it. So for example, they would say, oh, have you worked with this technology? You already know you need to go and do your research on this technology and make sure you have enough technical know-how to speak with the hiring manager. Yeah. Or if they say, oh, maybe a project you've worked on, you have to start thinking of projects you've done so that you can start creating scenario-based questions to answer, to kind of give to scenario-based answers to give to the hiring manager. So,
but yeah, that's
the screen call is actually pretty important.
screen call is good. Yeah, I won't lie, it's actually nice.
No, because like I remember applying to this job and then they were asking me if I have financial and risk management experience. First and foremost, it's not my resume, man.
Oh, you can say yes.
How?
You can behave like the guy that said yes that he can code. They gave him.
He was sweating.
He was sweating. He was sweating. He was sweating when they gave him the computer to
I
code.
don't have any finance background, so like sometimes I believe the questions that they ask, it's not my resume. Like,
Then how did you get called?
I just got called. You just get called and then they just start asking you.
I think you lied somewhere too. How would you get called like that?
No. I've not done anything that has to do with finance.
Okay. Or maybe
that's what the company does. So it's not a question of like, as in you need the
On the
technical
job.
skill, but it's like this is our domain. So it would be nice
to
if
be
you have
know it,
industry
yeah,
experience.
Or you're familiar with it.
So maybe that's kind of the.
Well, it wasn't there. It was not there. Of
Maybe
course.
the recruiter was just.
maybe the recruiter was, you know, one thing, someone testing you.
No, but this was now this was now the hiring manager though.
Oh, the hiring.
This was the hiring manager asking me if I had, experience in finance and I'm like, no, I don't.
But I have a question.
Go on.
Okay, in this day and time, can we limit the stages?
See, I was about to ask, like that was actually my next question.
Yeah, because these stages.
Is
No, I
there
agree.
research on,
Because
on how the stages of interviews has grown over the years? I
Yeah,
feel like
it is.
somebody should have researched that.
Oh, it
But
is.
it's actually declining.
No.
No. Because it's
declining.
still the same 4. Because what happens is, okay,
Guys, some companies are more than 4.
some companies are like 5. I've done one like 6. But here's the
I
problem.
rejected an offer for one of them.
But here's the problem
Are
with
you
that.
serious?
Yeah, the process, I honestly was upset. Even though I was going through the entire
reject the
process,
offer.
I rejected the offer.
Bado.
Because I was like, if this is how long your recruitment process is, my job is going to be hard. Because I'm going to be
That's a good
recruiting.
point. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
It's
Good
your role.
thinking.
So you're kind of seeing your role in real
Exactly.
time.
So it didn't make sense.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense. I like that kind of thing though. But the thing I'm trying to say is, the first one, screen. Second one, sometimes it's not even hiring manager. Sometimes second one is
He's manager before hiring
just manager before hiring manager. You still ask me the same thing. Third one, this thing is spam up. So this will be 4th week. This 4 weeks now for the third one. 5 weeks. But you forget, but you're also going through other interviews. So what they do sometimes is, oh, what stage are you now in other interviews?
I'll tell you I'm at offer stage. I'm waiting.
I usually ask that one in the
The second one.
No, I asked in the beginning.
In the beginning?
Screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Some people do that too, yeah.
Because I want to know how fast I need to push if you're a key candidate from my own point of view.
Yeah, you push the person.
So I push the person forward quickly.
So you, well, the person will
But
still
the
pass
person
the
not a key
stages.
candidate, what happens?
I just go through the normal pace.
You just say, okay.
So
I don't like
is
this thing HR is doing.
Is it like
I don't like it.
No, I go
does
through
it
the
count
normal
against
pace
you
though.
if you say you are in offer stage?
No, it doesn't count against you, but it depends on your skill. If you're a very if you're exactly what I'm looking for, it's a good thing. Depending on the hiring manager, because we have some hiring managers that take 200 years to reply or take their time in the recruitment process, which shouldn't be, but unfortunately that's the case, then it might be against you. So you can just say you don't say I'm in the offer stage. You just say that I'm in the later stages.
Yes,
of
I prefer that
different-
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't say offer stage. You just be like in the later stage.
Offer
one knows
sounds
what the later
arrogant.
stage is.
You know, if you tell them offer, you're looking like, okay, what? They're like, okay,
I
why did you
already
go
have
here?
an
No,
option.
but honestly, yeah, of course.
No, why did they apply
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, because I'm looking to see if I
'Cause you
can
guys
get
will
better
pay me
offers.
better.
Oh, no. When you ask, no, I believe that if someone says that, that's no point of me hiring the person.
No, listen. I have a couple of offers. I'm looking to see if.
But this
Because-
is
No,
this is
no, no, no,
no,
one's
listen,
gonna,
yeah.
no one gonna
no
listen to
one's
you.
gonna
Why in
listen
a
to
listen.
why in a 4-stage interview you're telling me you have why are you applying to this?
Because, see, sometimes, yeah, that role might be more suited. The benefits and XYZ
Yeah,
that you might
yeah.
get might be better than what you currently have. There's nothing that stops you from pursuing.
But do you know-
something better.
but you know they will not
only
be.
apply if you already have a job, right?
Of course, now.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank
Because
you.
if you don't already
Can I say I
have
have
a job, you can't
offer?
be saying you have
I have
offers.
offer. All this
Because
like
there's
that.
no way you will not take what you have right now.
100%.
100%.
100%. And then I was going to ask this.
That's a good point.
Which is easier? And I think you already made mention to this before. Which is easier? Getting a job fresh off, or getting a job when you don't have a job, or getting a job while you have a job?
It's
Ah,
not
everybody
your-
I
knows-
feel like
everybody
you
knows
answered
it
the
now.
question.
No.
You answered the question already now.
Because sometimes I think some of these recruiters, they look at the desperation of who is applying as a factor. They say, oh, this
Well,
person has a
true.
job. It might not be easy, but then this person, like...
But see, there's nobody that will look at you have a job. First of all, that means that person has experience. Right? The person
No,
that
maybe like if you were fired or something. Like,
no. If you're fired, that one is different, right?
Then
If
you don't
if-
have a
you
job
don't-
now.
No, as like, you don't get what I'm saying. Like, which do recruiters find, I don't know, like, which do they pay more attention to? Someone who is a... Oh, yeah?
this one have-
No, I'm asking. I'm just
because
asking.
now I think that's where the first question, why are you leaving or why have you left
Why?
your current job, will make more sense. Because now they'll focus on the person's answer. Okay, this is the answer the person gave why they left. Why they even want to leave this role. And you know, there's some people that are like, oh, it's not that I love my manager, they praise it. So they look at all those kind of things. I love I love the manager, I love the people I work with, but I think it's time for me to scale.
You know,
Yeah.
fun fact,
Yeah.
right? When I got laid off, I wanted to just so I started working in May and I got laid off in July. So I was going to put like my experience May to July. And people warned me that don't do that. Just put to current. So that it looks like you're still working.
You're still there.
And I did that, right?
But that
And I
didn't
got
work,
called. I'm very glad I got that advice. And I got called and then during the call I would tell them that, oh, I actually got laid off, right?
Yeah.
I'm not proud of this, right? But so I got laid off in July. I left it as to current till like September, and
Of
they'll be
course.
like, and they'll be like, okay, I'll tell them, oh, I just got laid off like this month.
But you cannot just get put, or you can put 2022.
so it looks like I actually
you're very
was like 4
recent.
months.
No. As
But I don't blame you because I won't lie to you. If it's 3 months, sorry. Maybe I'm sorry. Next thing, I think that's when they go deep into the. Especially the hiring managers. If it's technical, they want to drill down. And the next one, you'll be like, oh, next stage, you're going to be meeting with a couple of people. I think when it's 6 people, I don't know if you guys have had 6 people interview.
No.
Thankfully, no.
I don't think I've had 6 people.
I won't lie. I think I perform way better like that. Because I'll be looking at everyone
No, I
eyeball
have.
to eyeball.
I have. I've had.
Yeah.
I've had.
Because the thing is, it's in person.
I think I've had 4 though, but that was like culture fit.
No, this one was technical.
This one is technical. So all of them, before you know, one person is already writing. I look at the one writing. I look at this one.
Oh, okay, so yours was physical.
It's physical now. So I look at him, he's writing something. And I say, it's like I said nonsense there.
Sorry, all these your interviews. These were like before COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Right?
Oh yeah, a long time. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
It seems like a very foreign concept to me.
No, it's
like
not.
doing technical interviews. And
What
like,
happened
okay.
is they all come in with a paper. They look very serious, and I'm like, this is trouble. You'll be at first you'll panic, if this is your first time doing that. But I think that eye contact. If you ask me a question, I say thank you so much, Thomas, for that. Give me 2 minutes to digest that.
2 minutes. Is that long?
And I'm not watching.
no.
I won't take 2 minutes. Then I look at them. How is this problem solved right now in your company? I look at them 1, 2, 3, 4. I look at them 6. Because the table, they're all sitting like this. So I'm sitting here.
You're throwing back the question.
Yeah, because the thing is, you're asking me a question, right? Of how to solve this problem. How is this problem solved right now in the company?
Okay, I get
She's
I
so
get the question.
confused. Like, what?
You understand? HR, you see how I did our own HR thing. So now, what happens is, this is what's going to happen. This is what happens most times when I ask them.
Oh man, this guy.
I look at them, and
They're
I could
confused,
tell
bro.
if some of them have a solution for it. If they take time to answer that question, they don't have a solution. Most times they'll be like, "Oh, right now we use another firm to do." I say, "Okay, makes sense. Okay, this is how I answer. This is how I will approach this question. This is how I answer this. Because now I want to know if you have. Because if you have, then you have to be careful of how me. Because see, if someone is asking you, if you're asked to deliver this in 6 weeks, how are you going to do this? Okay, have you guys delivered it before in 6 weeks? If they haven't delivered it before in 6 weeks, I can't do magic. Okay, you want to deliver it in 2 weeks. How big is your dev? How big is your development team? I ask questions before I answer the question.
These technical interviews that you're having, do they give you like scenario questions to prepare ahead of time?
No. Most some of them don't do that, right?
Okay.
So it's like that's why I said you have to ask those questions.
If you ask the
because,
question back, because my technical interviews, we do give them like background, like some scenario that they would have like some other information to be able to use
to answer that.
to answer the questions like that.
What roles do you recruit for?
So mostly project managers, professional services managers, consultants, software consultants.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
And then sales roles.
I have so many questions for you.
No, the sales roles they're in America.
But let me see. I see the future. Or where do you see the future of HR? Because for me, I have a different concept of how I see how resumes are going to be. I think we should metamorphose into a video resume.
Yeah, I actually thought about that recently, but
What do
I'm
you mean?
like,
What do you mean by?
So I had a video resume for a company. It was fantastic.
How was it?
I sit in front of the camera.
Honestly,
I
it
describe-
depends on your personality.
Oh yeah, I love talking. So I sit down.
I really wouldn't want to do that because I had jobs where it was like a requirement, like to do
really?
a 2-minute
to do a
video.
video, yeah.
I
dislike those-
absolutely
no,
hated
I-
that.
I don't
No,
like
but
it.
you don't understand what I mean.
I dislike. Okay, you don't like the sound
Yeah.
of your voice. There's no way you're going to like that.
No, but that one is different. See, you are
It's you like it.
the-
You have that
job
personality.
application, right? They told you to answer that one is different. I'm talking about your resume as a video.
I don't like either of them.
So now you sit down and describe your resume.
I don't even put my picture on my resume. Why would I
Why
want
would
to
I
have
want
a
to do a
video?
video? Yeah.
But hold on, as HR, won't you watch that video?
No, see.
No.
Will you watch it? It's easier for you. It can be.
No, I just want to review your resume. Because I have to watch the video and listen like for the entire span of the recording.
But
And it can introduce bias, right? The same issue with your picture.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
What if your
Why did he-
your
why did he
communication is
pronounce-
not as good as you think
why
it
did he
is?
pronounce-
Exactly.
no,
You've
no,
already
no,
sold
no.
yourself.
See, you have to understand something. When you are doing this kind of video editing, there's subtitle.
Huh.
I'm telling you where the world is going to go
Look
to.
at the stress you're going.
Believe me. And here's what's going to happen. With the subtitle, the AI is going to pick the keyword. So they're going to be going through the videos.
AI is going to assess the video.
Yeah, AI will assess them
No,
because when they have
Bokali,
multiple.
no, Bokali, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Thinking about that, it's going to be very, very expensive. It's cheaper. Correct me. It's cheaper to process text than to process
Video.
videos because you have to transcribe and do whatever it is you have to do. I don't know.
But see,
I don't know which company is going to invest that amount.
But see,
in
let
HR
me shock
to,
you.
to be doing transcription.
Maybe if like interviewing in that style is necessary for the role. So
Most
for
likely.
people that do video editing,
Okay.
Exactly.
if that is necessary for the role, maybe.
But I'm telling you,
But like, I do think it will be more
a
expensive.
testament to this. There's a video recording for this. You will keep it. Watch and see. We are going to move past that stage. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. I'm saying this based on data. If you look at the world we're in now, social media now is all video. It's all reels. People consume video more. We're getting to a stage where LinkedIn will phase away. Mark my word. It will be a video LinkedIn. You have to have your... People will now want to... Just watch where it's going to go to. Because all this whole writing...
I highly doubt that.
You highly doubt
is
it?
happening. Yeah.
I feel like
No one-
you're
no-
missing people's temperaments.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
Which
different
temperament?
personalities.
That's why I want to see it.
No, you can't expect Jude to come and be doing video.
He will do it. He will be forced to do
He
it.
will not do it.
They won't have a job.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something with the word. Let me tell you
This
something.
guy, man.
Everything, if you go back to 2007, right, and look at how the world operated, and look at how everything operated then, compare it to now. If
Things
you
have
ask
changed,
anyone,
100%, yeah.
if you ask anyone in 2007, they will tell you, do you believe in your wildest dream that there will be nothing like, there will be a remote workplace in 80% of North America? No, not 80%, 70 or 60. Remote workplace, remote. I'm talking about 2007. Ask someone, they will tell you, no, it's not. That people,
Kali,
that
let's
people
move
work from home. Okay, well,
Let's move forward.
You're always moving forward.
Of course, because you're always on the trajectory.
We'll go for 11 p.m.
But so after the screen calls, either the manager or the hiring manager.
Are we still on that screen call?
No, I mean like
We're moving
going
forward from it.
through all of that.
Okay.
Of course, now HR almost has no influence, so it has to be you and what you say, and I believe Reme has touched on, like, you just have to know what to say at those specific points. It means preparing. Very, very key one. When people put on videos, like, I know that dressing will matter.
It does matter.
It does?
Yeah.
That's why I say I prefer like all these.
I don't know if I
Because I don't have to
Boy,
wear
I'm
wig,
doing to HR
wearing
now.
sweater.
I don't know if I agree with that dressing matter.
Should
though.
I tell you why? It depends on the company.
Okay, now you're talking. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
if you're in a client-facing company, you need to present yourself very well.
So T
If
would
you're
not.
in sales, though,
No,
Exactly.
say no T.
You
Sales-
have to.
sales
in
is client-facing, bro.
It's
But T,
client-facing.
tech sales, those guys are wearing hoodie. Man. They're wearing hoodie, yeah.
what kind of tech sales is that?
My tech
Yeah,
sales
all the
wear
Shopify guys,
suits.
man.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All the Shopify guys, I've never seen anyone they put a pair of suits.
I don't know about
No,
those.
my tech sales people wear suits, so they always dress like
Formal.
semi-formal or
Yeah.
formal.
Your company is.
I literally wear a sweater for every interview.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you are a
Or I
dev now.
wear like
You're a
dev,
dev, you're a back
you're
end.
at
You're a back
best
end.
I wear like a button
that's not
shirt. That's
even-
best I do. And I'll have like pajama pants on that. Like
That's everybody,
No.
including the recruiter. The recruiter probably has
So you're not dressing like you're not dressing. Yeah, you want us to dress, but you're wearing the pajamas
recruiter
pants.
is wearing pajamas pants, but wearing a professional sweater on top.
honestly, when she said
What
like,
professional sweater?
presentable, my mind didn't even go to
Hey.
suits. I just thought like dress up, like let your hair be arranged. So I thought she meant.
No, but I always try as much as possible to wear a button shirt,
Yes.
I mean, button shirt.
like a shirt that has buttons.
But you have to try out different things to understand how people react, though.
I honestly,
Why? Why do you
at
want
the-
to
at the
test?
cost of the
I
job
know.
at
Why
at
do
that
you
time?
wanna
Yeah.
No. See, there's sometimes that actually one time, man. That's actually one time. You know what I did?
What? But you say, oh, excuse me, let me
No.
go and change.
This tire, because obviously Dwayne, I used to go to the office, right? This tire and this thing, I changed it one time. So I wore this our cultural.
Isiagu.
No, not Isiago, just the top, right? Then I wore a black trouser.
You wore Isiagu now.
No, not Isiago. Just I don't know what it. You look at Isiago, right?
what's it saying? Is it that red?
The lion head.
The one that
You
has
already
the
look-
lion.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's not really lion. That one is not lion, but it's just in that color, right? What is my interview? You gotta test the waters.
Okay, so
Why?
how did the waters end?
I mean, even if you want to
how did
wear
waters
traditional
test?
attire,
No, but well-
you won't be lying. Why?
No, it's not with lion. That one not with lion. They call it lion. That's the normal name they call that,
Okay.
right? Yeah, but it's not with
That one
lion.
didn't have
So
that.
how
I
did
wish he had.
How was the water?
You wish it. Oh.
No, but the thing is, it went well. Obviously, everybody see
How was
the
the
topic of the
water?
conversation was is you going to be your outfit. Oh wow, nice one. Oh wait, this. I said yeah, this it's just my culture. Represent my culture today.
Did you drink the water?
Water. No, obviously, I not drink the water, but you know,
Did you get the
I
water?
went fast, I went fast. But the thing is, I love testing things.
No, it's good. It's
I've
good, but
never worn a
that's
hoodie though,
that
but I
is
think
most
a
likely when you
sweater
have
is
a
fine.
job, bro.
Yeah, so just fine.
Yeah.
Oh God, forget where
Because
you
I
have
mean,
a
to
job.
even go to work,
Yes.
I'll wear a sweater anyway.
No, Dev, if people don't wear anything, self, no problem. They'll just.
No. I'll just as much as supposed to wear like a button shirt. So you go through all of that, you get the job. Rather, you get an offer. One thing that you guys normally do that usually piss me off.
Was that we ask you for salary expectations?
No, so the thing you guys do is you ask me for the salary expectation, and trust me, I push back. I ask you what's the budget for this role. Then some people will say, what do you have in mind? No, I believe this role has a budget.
But that's why the government they're trying to push the government to make a law to make it mandatory.
To make it mandatory on
to
the
put
job.
this, they put it on every.
And
this
then
thing.
job posting.
some of them will go as far as asking you how much you earn in your previous role.
No, but
No,
you can't say that.
Not
No.
legal.
Yeah,
You shouldn't.
it's
share.
illegal now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you to say. You
Like,
can just
they
give them.
shouldn't ask you what you're earning currently.
You should say this is
They
where
can
you
only
belong in the
ask
market.
you what you want. And then the main thing is whenever that compensation question comes, the most important thing is that you've done your research. You know how much the company pays on average. You've gone to check Glassdoor, Indeed, to see what somebody else in that position is earning.
I agree with you because sometimes some people are very delusional too. If the company, it's common sense, man. If the company is paying 100K for this job, right, and you come in with 130, come on, man.
That's ridiculous now.
Come on. Like the company, if I'm the recruiter, I will not even call you back again.
No, you
And move from the system.
You'd actually be screened out.
Hold
That's how
on.
Why would you do that to me?
No, hold on. No, I'm not doing it to you. Okay, so let's take one step back. So you've gotten to offer stage because I know of some organizations that they don't even ask you about money until later stages though.
But that's not. They're
wrong?
supposed to ask earlier, yeah. Because it's a screening criteria.
Are you sure?
Except if the company has a big budget and they're willing to be able to, pay hefty sum.
Actually, I think it's good for even you.
Yeah,
so that
so you
if
don't
they're
waste
going
your
to pay you
time.
below what you are
Don't
willing
waste
to
your time,
accept,
man.
you don't bother. Right. So it's good for you too.
But if you don't have work, you have to let's be going forward. With
No,
interview.
I feel like
Forget about those ones.
to be honest, right? You might not have work and you might still not be willing to take that pay.
Right.
I feel like it's
The landlord,
possible
you
for-
tell landlord that you're not willing to take the pay.
No.
I don't agree.
Well, I can see how you're going, Sha.
Because
Especially
of-
if you have nothing else. But let's say you are in the later stages of some other jobs.
But I'm not giving me offer. There's someone is giving. I'm telling you.
This guy has so many stories now of offer that
Toy me the whole office. Give me
Yoli-
lunch.
Yoli-
No, that's
Yoli-
not too touchy. Don't be. I can't say it.
No, I want to
They
hear.
told me the whole office. Showed me the lunch. Showed me
They
my
took
team.
him on tour.
I was even telling people I'm already hired.
Are you serious? Then what happened?
No, forget the story.
It's too painful.
No, that one. That's what they call that one. This one, you got me. That's what they call. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I don't know. You guys don't do that.
They send you. Thank you very much.
You know,
And you know what? Those emails. In fact, we've not gotten to that point. But no, of course, we've not gotten to those emails.
That's the point. You have to explain that point. Either they don't send a letter or leave it.
So of course, the offer comes in. What's the best way to go about negotiating?
You need to know how much the company itself is willing to pay. So that's part of the research, like I mentioned. You also need to know what the average salary for that job or for that, for that skill set or for
for
that
that role.
job title
Yeah.
is in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
So you need to, because for example, the same role would be paying different in Alberta or paying different in Manitoba and Ontario.
Yeah.
So you need to also know that. So you tell them, based on research that I've done, this is how much on average the company, whatever the government pays or the statistics you've just seen.
Yeah.
You share it with them, and you're looking for set amounts. If they push back and say, are you open to negotiation or would you be willing to consider lower? Then you can say, okay, I'm open to, negotiating or reviewing whatever offer you give me.
Nice.
And I'll let you know. So once they give it to you, then you decide whether or not you want to take it or push back and say, okay, instead of asking for an increase in the salary itself, you might ask for an increase in bonus.
Bonus.
Yes. So you might say, okay,
But
instead
give
of
me money,
5% bonus, you do 7% or 10%.
And give me money. Forget the bonus.
It's still a
give me money, I
negotiation.
beg.
Or you can say they would waive probation period for you for benefits.
That probation, I asked that question. I think company that do probation for 1 year.
No, that one is wickedness.
1 year probation.
Yes.
That's wickedness. Like, what is it that you did
Do you
not
just come
find
from
out
jail?
in 3 months?
Bruh.
1 year. Well, I know. It's crazy.
Okay, so I had this interview, and then, trust me, this was even the first one.
Yeah.
You got to the money part. So in fact, I think like after like 5 questions, she brought up the money part, and then she was like, "Oh, this role goes for this amount." So she first of all asked me how much, and I told her, and then she says, "Oh, this role goes for this amount. Are you open to negotiate?" I said no. And they say, "Oh yeah, I think we should not continue." I said, "Yes, it's cool."
No, you know
Trust
something's
me,
wrong.
she dropped.
Should not be called?
I swear, we dropped, bro.
No.
I think
T, no, that one.
that this
I'm
thing that
serious.
you said is a very important thing that we should take note of. Like always asking what the budget for the role is, because there was a call that I did, right, and if I had responded with what I thought, I would have really lowballed myself.
Right.
Like what she said was the budget was much higher than what I was thinking. I was like, I was just grateful to God that
you actually asked
because
for the
they would have
budget.
just paid me less money for
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of companies don't share the budget.
No, they can't share the budget. I don't
Like, they
think they
don't
should share the
actually
budget.
like sharing the budget.
No, I don't think they should share the budget.
Why?
With
The
candidates.
budget is for the company, right? It's an NDA. If they share the budget, I can either ask them to share the budget for the team, or you can ask them to share something like.
Why are you sharing budget?
No,
it's the
relax
budget for the
first.
role.
They can actually say, let's say it's a team of 12 people, right? And they have other product managers.
Okay.
What are other product managers in that team making? And
Well, it depends. As you know, it depends.
or maybe they're senior ones and junior ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I agree.
it
I
depends
agree.
on their experience.
Yeah.
Most people share a range now, don't they?
Yeah, they share range.
Yeah, they share a range. But sometimes people are looking for the extreme end of the range. What's the last amount that you're going to pay?
No.
Well,
People
since
are always
you
looking
want
for
to say
max,
extreme,
so-
who's not looking for extreme? Someone will say from where to where.
No, if I tell you 150 to 160, if you give me 155,
See, that's okay. But do you have seen people's range, like the candidates themselves, asking for 90 to 140? Does it make sense?
But I like that one though.
what kind of range
I
is
don't
that?
understand.
I like
And
that
I'm
range.
looking
though.
at you like,
No,
why?
I don't understand.
But I like that range.
They say their range is 90 to 140.
140.
And the budget for the role is what?
Maybe
No.
the budget is
No,
maybe
it's too
120
wide,
or whatever.
though.
But
It's too
your own
range.
expectation
I like the
is too
range.
wide.
I like the range. They will argue,
If you're going to
debate,
give
debate,
a rate,
negotiation.
if you're going to give a rate, it's plus or minus 5. 5K.
Are you serious?
Plus or minus 5.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I used to do thank you.
10K is okay, but plus or minus 5K.
No, I used to do like-
'cause it doesn't.
I
It
just
means
start
you
like-
don't even know what
I
you're
can
worth.
start like from 105 to 170.
Is it car?
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Because you just,
Kali, who are you?
both of you just trade cards. Oh, 1.5.
Nobody's trade card with you, bro. They will not just call you again.
Exactly.
But those people are savage. Yo. You know what's funny? One guy one time, so he was trying to negotiate. I think when he threw back one of the offer, something like that. They didn't call him back again. No reply. Did not tell him no or this thing. So he was not calling him back and say, I accept that offer. Was that first one?
It's gone now.
I'm like, he's gone already.
It's
They
gone.
can't give you
So
that.
like, does that actually happen?
But they're supposed to get back to him. It's not supposed to happen.
No, but
that way.
when the person said, I accept that first offer.
No, they've already gone to give it to the next available candidate, though.
Okay.
You don't think you're the only one, no?
But,
You got to that final stage. You already have competition there waiting.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. How many people actually get to the final stage?
On average, 2 to 3.
Why do you guys always say this? I'll keep your resume. That thing.
Yeah.
It's in my
For
ear.
free.
Remember,
It's in my ear.
Kali, you mentioned this, that you see a resume that is ideal for the
I
company.
agree that, okay, yes, yeah, right. You got me
Yes,
there,
so
you
it's
got me there, yeah.
pipelining.
But it doesn't mean you're keeping my resume.
No, I
Yes.
don't need to hear that.
I can
thing
when
now.
they say I'll keep your resume, something like that.
Why
Why keep my resume?
No,
delete my
It's
resume for this.
pipelining for future opportunities.
You know that they will never call you. You know that.
No, I call
Do you
back.
guys always do that?
But I had someone like that. We pipelined her in January. We gave her an offer last week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that one is
It was
not,
just
that
not
one
the
is
right
close now.
time.
January and March. It's not
January
far.
March is like 3 months.
I can't wait.
I
You
know
can
it's
tell a
close
lot to
now.
wait. It's very close. I'm talking about January and June. Can you call the person back? Or July?
You never know.
I feel like HR, the way you guys are expert in, I won't say professional lies, but there are some things you guys do that.
We're not lawyers.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I have so many questions, but T, carry on.
No. Ask your questions, Kali.
Okay. So, is it in terms of the benefits, right? Do you guys explain the benefit to people before, or I guess it's final stage, right?
To be honest, I share it anytime you ask.
Anytime person,
Yeah.
that means you have to ask.
Yeah, it's not like I would come and... So if you ask questions at the end of every interview, you can ask, what are the benefits, other benefits that the company provides. Then the recruiter would share more to say, okay, we do 1,000 bonus, 1,000 towards your professional development every year. We do this. We have extended health coverage, different things. But then you just have to ask. And they'll share with you. It's not like it's something hidden because most times it's in the job description anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I'm going to ask, have you gotten, when you get to the part of questions, what kind of questions, what kind of weird questions do you get that you're like, no. Can that question period, time for the candidate, can that disqualify the candidate?
The kind of questions they ask.
Yeah.
Because I'm that kind of person. I ask questions.
Maybe. But maybe it just depends. The person asking like personal questions that are just inappropriate.
What?
Inappropriate
They
questions
wants to know
now.
you.
Yes.
That one is not bad. Now, person wants to know you.
No, you want to know you, but not... Imagine someone checking you in an interview.
Hey!
It has not happened to me.
That one
I'm
is
just
tea.
saying.
That one is tea.
But like,
No,
leading
no.
questions.
Oh, like what? Like what would the person say?
Oh, can I get your number? So go out.
No, just do you have Instagram? I just want to add you and see.
You can have questions like that, but it has not happened to me. Just
Oh, people do that.
Eh?
People do that actually.
I know people do that.
So that would be a disqualifying.
They are not serious now.
You're not serious. How can you come and
yeah.
be checking your interviewer?
I want to know that some people maybe
You're
they're
not
like,
desperate for that job.
no. Maybe the person is like, oh my god, I've seen my soulmate.
But who knows, though?
Who knows? You never know. Maybe the person is doing it. Okay, maybe the person asks, can I ask a question, please? I don't know if you're going to be offended. Are you single? Is that a no?
That's so inappropriate.
This
Okay, it's not appropriate. Okay.
They will delete.
They'll delete your message and send the fight on Cairo. They'll delete.
Flag you.
Oh, what? Yeah, but I feel like let me remember one of the questions I was going to ask.
Why are you remembering it?
No.
I was going to ask.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Are companies mandated to review salaries of employees every year?
I won't say mandated, but most like good companies do that. Every year they review it. Sometimes it's just to match inflation, because my previous company actually did that.
Nice.
Not based on your performance, it's just based on inflation.
So it's supposed to be like 3% or there. I think
Yeah.
it's 3% though.
It just depends on inflation rate.
How do you guys handle the Glasgow reviews? Because if you have bad reviews,
Right.
On Glassdoor, bro.
I'm going to ask you on the first call, you guys, your company. This is one of the questions I actually asked.
Yeah.
When I looked at your Glasgow, you are 2.8 over 5.
I wouldn't even be working for that kind of.
And I'll ask them, can you please walk me through how you guys get 2.8? That's one, because
I feel like I wouldn't want to ask, but like
No,
when
wait.
I get an offer, I probably won't accept it.
No. The reason I won't waste my time, because you know why? One of the questions I ask at the end of the interview most times, or when they say ask, I'll say, if you're to hire someone in this role, in the next 1 year, describe the success the person will achieve. So now the person will be like, oh no, sorry, I'm not the hiring manager. I'll move you to the hiring manager.
It's actually one of the questions we discuss with the hiring managers whenever we're taking an intake call. Well, a good recruiter should, in terms of like expectation.
Good recruiter.
In terms of expectations for the role and what success looks like in the role. So it's one of the questions we actually ask, and we should be able to share that with the candidates.
Nice.
Okay, that's China. So that 2.5 Glasgow review.
I cannot be in a company that.
No, I'm just asking. But how do you? Because I'm going to what I do sometimes at T. I read some of the reviews and pick those Glasgow one and say this person says, hey, the work culture is toxic. We work till 7. I'm going to ask them, do you guys actually work till 7?
Yeah, it's good to ask questions like
You
that.
have to, because you guys work till 7. Is this a place where if I decide to go get my daughter at 3, I'm not allowed to? If they don't answer that question the way I want, you just know that
These ones are not serious now.
these ones, they may pay you well,
Yeah.
but you won't have
I
freedom.
think I interviewed to the company one time and they had like really bad Glassdoor reviews, and so I think one of the things was that they tend to like overwork people. So then I asked them about like overtime, and they're like, well, definitely there'll be some times that you have to work overtime, but definitely your manager will be with you. Okay, that's
Red
good.
flag.
That's really nice.
But that's kind of funny. Your manager will be with you. So that means you'll be
It means
working
it's
together.
very- yeah, I mean, it's a thing.
In
Because it's a norm.
my mind, I'm like, is that supposed to make me feel better? But like, I'm glad I asked that, right? Because it's really showed a lot. Like the fact that she was comfortable saying that and she didn't even lie means that it's very, very normal.
No, it's the culture there.
Right.
I remember another question I want to ask you. How do you guys deal with spouse relationship? Okay, spouse. Do you guys allow, I guess I won't say boyfriend, girlfriend, but people married to work in the same company? Because I know some companies don't permit that. Some
No, companies do.
conflict of interest. Oh, you allow that?
Yeah, no, companies
imagine
do.
Jude
I
is your
haven't
manager.
been in a company that a husband and wife were working in the same.
You've not been there? You've not seen it?
No, I haven't been in one.
Oh.
But I know, I know
interesting.
Manulife actually does, like, it's not a problem.
Well, I guess
Thomas, have you
if they're
been
not in the same
such a
department.
company?
They're in the same department.
Have you been in such a company, Thomas?
So I know that my current organization, of course, no, they're not married, but I know that some people are dating.
No, that one is different.
No, in
normal.
Nigeria, have you been in such a company?
That one is normal now.
Nigeria.
Nigeria is
it's not
normal.
even- no, Nigeria, no.
In Nigeria, it's
my
normal.
previous company in Nigeria, you're not allowed to be married in the same company.
I see in Nigeria, anybody can work there. Just pay 1 or 2 people. You're working the place.
You can't in my previous company.
No, your company is
Were you in the bank?
B2B is
Yeah, I
the
was in the
person.
bank.
Oh, you the bank? Oh,
Oh, in the bank.
Yeah.
You part the people. Okay.
You know Oceanic Bank.
Is that Sonic Bank? You worked in a Sonic Bank.
I didn't work in a Sonic
That's
Bank.
why.
I didn't work in a Sonic
That's why they
Bank.
closed down already. My money is dead. I lost my money to Sonic Bank.
I did not work in a Sonic
Tell me,
Bank.
work you Wema Bank.
I did not work in Wema Bank.
Access.
I work in Access.
I knew it. That's why I don't have access to my money. Yeah, but Access Bank says.
Oh, man.
I didn't know you worked in the bank. That's good. Were you doing the marketing?
I was in HR. I was recruiting.
Nigerian Bank have a child.
But our HR department is huge.
Before, just normal church member, just call 1 or 2 people, start work on Monday. I didn't know if you have
No. See, that one I can give it to Access Bank.
Access
It's
Bank.
based on merit.
My church member will just call. No,
That's
no,
right.
no.
It's based on
No,
merit.
that's
no,
cap.
no,
That's
no,
cap.
Let me
That's
tell
cap.
you,
That's
see,
cap.
No, I
As the one who
disagree.
went through the process, if you cannot pass my test, you cannot move
Let me ask a
forward.
question. You know that in the Nigeria system, the way we hire based on academic preference, academic excellence. That's not. If someone has first class, you know that person is getting hired.
The person not getting hired.
No, but it's amongst
It's amongst the
One of
pool.
the, yeah, it's
It's
one of
amongst
the.
merit.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
happen like
wait,
that,
Wait,
though.
but wait, are you trying to tell me that at one point or the other,
Yeah.
one of God did not say, let this person start work on Monday.
No, okay.
The
Not
person can't start work on Monday like that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm serious.
What
Oh,
this-
okay, they gave
We
you.
get
Okay,
audited by-
Okay, they gave you.
Audited
they
by
gave
who?
you- oh,
By INEC. I think
Don't call it a kid. Don't make me. You're giving me PTSD. I'm angry.
One thing I was going to ask you that he actually brought up was when you look, like going back to that resume again. When you look at the resume, the education somebody has. How crucial is that to experience really? So if someone has a PhD, for instance,
I don't even think anybody really looks at PhD people, except if you're
Honestly,
in
it
the
depends on the
academic
field.
Yeah.
In
Unless you're an
AI,
academic.
it is quite useful.
AI is still new, right? So
Machine learning, yeah. It is because
like all those
data. Yeah.
I believe
But
anything you cannot learn from YouTube.
nobody can learn
This is
AI
my-
from YouTube.
No. See, I know what I'm saying, but see,
You can learn AI from YouTube.
you're right, Sha. But that's on levels.
No.
No, you can't
That's
learn
a-
PhD AI from like you cannot. You
No,
cannot necessarily learn all of that.
You can learn the basics of AI from YouTube.
Yeah, but like the basics of AI is not what you're going to.
Yeah,
use
that's
to
what I'm
give
trying
your
to say now.
organization,
Yeah, so you're right. So you might need that PhD, but I believe soon you will need it, 100%. In this, you know one thing in this country have taught me. That thing we do back home of education is so garbage. Here, if you don't have skills, you're a joker. Do you know why? I've worked with people who just finished high school. They are more talented than most people I know that have degrees. Because why? They have skills.
The skill.
One of the things we didn't learn back home was skill acquisition. We were focused on, I'm a first class student. But you
That's
cannot,
one thing.
but you're not even handy.
First class students don't get into banks
What do you mean?
because they don't interview well.
How so?
Tell me about it, Access Bank.
Don't say Access Bank. That was over 3 years ago. Anyways,
Okay, Wima.
but like no, they don't interview well. I'm not saying like they're not smart or anything,
I see what you mean.
but they're not the
They're
kind of people
awkward.
you can put in front of your customers.
Social skills.
Except if you're putting this person in back office.
They do back end now.
Yeah, that's the only way you can put them. But then at the same time, if the person doesn't have social skills, it's essential.
Yeah, because one of the things, because that's one of the problem we have back home. Look, if you look at, that's a separate topic. If you look at all our our apprenticeship schools, they're all closed down. Because people believe
Trade and vocational schools,
if people believe that if you're working, like one of the guys that holds this podcast, James, he does drywall. In a week, he makes like 2,500 if he wants to make more. How many people make that? How many people make that in their workplace?
But you know,
But because of we come from a place where it's about that degree. But when they come here, there's that shock to them. I believe that one of the most cultural shock is that skill.
Yeah.
you know that
Yeah.
the reason that people don't raise skills back home is also partly because people don't pay skilled workers that well.
That's
It's
true.
not like
Yeah.
here that
It's
you
not valid.
Yeah, it's not
you
valid.
call a plumber and you're paying through your nose, or you call someone to paint and you'll be shocked to have
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
They are paid well here. That's why they are rated well here.
Right.
Yeah,
But
right.
they're
Yeah,
not
yeah, that's a
paid
good
well
point.
in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So you won't want your child to do something that that is not going to set them up for that.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
I
the thing.
won't lie to you because I think parents start to change that if they want their kids to live beyond the shores of
No,
Nigeria.
it's never about that. Like, so yesterday I was with my baba and then basically talking, and I know how much he makes.
It's not jokes.
Why are you looking at my head?
I agree with you. The skills are king, Sha.
Listen,
Yeah.
I know how much he makes. Like, he runs this place. He has about 7 other guys. This guy is young, like he's 28. His haircutting is like since he was 14.
Wow.
So he's
Skilled.
he's on top. You understand? But in Nigeria, and I think 2 episodes ago,
We had
we had one of Kitchener's top, barbers here as well that has been cutting for like 15 years as well.
30.
No, 30. Sorry, sorry, man, 30.
Yeah.
He had been in the game. His kid just graduated from UW. Like, these are big people that have caught basketballers.
Yeah.
And so when you look at how we look at things back home, looking at considering jobs like plumbers, considering jobs like barbers, and then we throw all of those. And trust me, if you have barbering skills
And you come
can
here.
barb and you come here, you may.
But let me shock you. Let me
To
shock
be
you.
honest, they don't need to tell you too much, right? By the time you braid your hair twice, you will know that something
Exactly.
is happening.
Exactly.
No, seriously. God.
But let me shock you. Like even just learning the because when my brothers came, they were forced to learn the French language before they got here. It was forced. But trust me, T, that thing took them to places I dreamt of going to. Because obviously my dad saw it differently. My dad saw that all those things we were doing back home was a joke. Like, even made them, they know how to do some mechanic. But obviously they're computer guys. But they made them know that hand, because that's the one thing you don't know, you're a handy guy. I have some friends that they can actually build this house in like 2 months. Yeah, Kali, I just got the wood. I say, I'll behave as far as I know the wood. Oh, yeah, that wood, yeah. So, but they're very handy, But that's a different conversation entirely. But I feel like that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
The emails you guys send when you guys reject somebody. Thank you very much. Although you were a close fit, we just said to move forward with
With
other
another
candidate
candidate.
that closely match.
At least change it.
All of you are using the same template.
Why?
Aren't you happy that you actually got the email?
No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy I got it. No.
I'd rather have it than
No,
because
I would rather have the email.
Why are you sending me that 3 weeks later?
And again, like I've had this experience. Sorry, I almost forgot about this. Got to final stage. I did not hear anything. Like I met all the director, everybody. After up to this moment, I did not hear anything.
They might reply now. Let's
No,
see it
they've already archived that requisition.
And I know so many people that has happened to.
Yeah,
You do
it's just
interviews.
no, it's the recruitment team. They should have sent you a response.
But there are too many people that applied.
No, how do you get
You've
to
gone
how
to
do you
the
get
final
to
stage.
final
Oh,
stage?
okay, yeah.
They owe you that.
You remember?
Oh, I know. That one, you know the reason now.
What was that?
What?
Your fellow person is your fellow.
No, this was a different
Oh, this is a different one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought your fellow Nigerian was
Oh.
involved, so that was a different story
In
altogether.
fact, one of our brothers did me dirty.
You-
I swear, man. So I shared this with them. I applied for this job. The recruiter was, good background. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Then she said, oh, next stage is going to be with, she said, it's going to be with Tobe. I'm like,
Oh, you didn't hear it
I
properly.
don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
want to know who Tobe is. Okay, so I jump on the call. It wasn't Tobe. It was the VP of the company. So like she's actually like the VP of North Atlantic. So like she's the Oga. Jump on the call. 1 hour, good conversation with her, and then she's like, "Oh, you're going to meet Tobe. He just went back to Nigeria to do for Christmas." Okay, cool. Me, I don't always do because I know this person, or because maybe me and this person have similar background. I think it's going to be easy. I even prepare when I know that this person has anything similar. I prepare more.
yeah.
All right, I'll jump on the call with Toby. 1 hour. After like 1 hour, 4 minutes, network took Toby off.
You'll come back.
Toby jumped back. Oh yeah, now
Sorry, did you
I can't
say
wait.
1 hour 30 minutes?
I'm serious, bro.
That's a very
Like, it was an
long
intense.
interview.
Oh, that's
because
hey, if you
it
get
was
to
an
that stage,
intense
it's supposed to be
interview.
yeah.
Okay, it's the
Intense
final
interview.
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be long, yeah.
So he was like, oh, my brother, you're almost in the company already, well done. Omo.
That's a red flag. Someone
After that time, I did not hear from these guys again. No. Boom. Like after the conversation with the guy,
I feel like I know why.
why?
Why?
I think you argued in that salary. Me, I know you. No.
No, I did not argue. No, I not. I
You
not
never get
salary
there?
with the guy because
Okay.
I've spoken I
HR.
discussed with HR.
Oh, okay.
But did anything stand out in your conversation that you believe might have
It's
affected it?
Nigeria things.
I don't know.
Why do you feel that it's because the guy's Nigerian?
No, it's Nigeria. If the VP have said you're okay,
If VP has passed me to him because it was supposed to be him then VP, but then because he was away at the
VP
time,
now went.
VP now went.
Yeah, I
I
know.
see.
It's Nigeria. I know what happened there.
No, but it's not a good thing because
Yeah, well, yeah, right, yeah.
I know why people do this, and it hurts me because if it's, excuse me for saying this, if it's an Indian, you are
I was
sure
going
you are
to go
getting
there.
that job.
I was going to go there.
But we don't help ourselves.
We don't.
Why do people do that? I
We are very.
I'll tell you why this guy did this. Someone like this believes that if he says yes to you, they would say it's because he's from Nigeria too. That you're trying to bring Nigerians in. So he's looking out for himself.
Not even this guy said.
It's not even about you, it's about himself.
Gone too soon.
But it's actually painful that we do this.
But that's one of the things we were discussing about a few weeks ago. I keep saying this every time. Nigerians are
But
talented
does it
people.
matter though, like
individually.
if this person that you're bringing in is qualified for the job?
I don't think you understand this thing we're saying.
The person is thinking about it from his own point of view. He's not thinking about it from your point of view or even his manager's point of view. He's just thinking, what would everybody else think? Number one, he's the last person you're meeting. He's not passing you to anybody else, Seth, which is even worse.
But that goes back to the individualism I'm talking about. As a collective, we are not talented. Do you get what I mean? It can be 4 of us here who are not talented, but if they call your name, you are.
To be honest, right, I've had
Yeah.
the opposite experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
When I was doing my internship, right, I was working with I was in a team called Solutions Engineering, and then we were working for data scientists. So there's this other guy. He has a PhD. He's Nigerian. He's Igbo, right? So because he's Nigerian, right, it was easiest to even relate to him. So I just told him that, when I was looking for something after the internship was supposed to, I told him that, I'm looking for like a data scientist. So if you find something, right? And this guy just calls me up one day that, I've given your name to this person now, right? And then they actually got on the
Follow
call with
through.
me
Yeah.
and everything, right? That kind of thing. So I've had a good experience with that kind of situation, right? And you know the funny thing, there was another Nigerian guy in my other team too. When I got laid off, I also reached out to that one. And then he also passed on my name to somebody in a different company. And those ones also reached out to me. Do you get? So I guess I've had a positive experience.
I see. There are outliers in every story.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying, right? We have to, as you mentioned with the Indians, right? That's why I said referral have levels. See, let me tell you. The Indian guys went to school with, they will make sure that the last one out of the group.
Must get a good job.
I mean, T, forget this way I say. I'm not talking about reach out to you. T will come in. They will tell T, you're starting on Monday, 16th. And T will be like, T will be laughing. Do this. They will actually practice the interview question with T. Mind you, him and T don't share the same role. They're not in the same department. That's the level I'm talking about. They will go that far to make sure every Nigerian can send your name for referral. It's easy.
No. This other guy, his own. Okay, the one.
Is it the PhD guy?
The PhD guy's own was actually much more than just sending my name. Yeah, he sent my name, but he
called
was
them.
also the hiring manager for that role.
Oh, okay. That one is
You get-
different. Okay.
Yeah. So after the HR interviewed me, he was the one that interviewed me for technical.
Oh, I see. But he doesn't have anything to lose now.
It's his team now.
This team,
I
Abi.
don't think
Oh, okay. See, for me, I believe you don't understand. If you look at the tech sector here and you see how these guys move, it's actually a place. I talk to you every time. It's a place I believe we should all get to. It's very, we see them. You see like 15 of them in a company. So it's going to be hard for you to kind of lay off like 5 and expect that these guys might not look for. So the community, the way they work is really good.
I hope we can get to that point, though.
Let's
can't.
start with T. We can't get to that point. We're
No,
far.
we can't.
We can't get
Because
to
we've
that. I
not
like
finished
you.
dealing with tribalism. Like, we
Hey,
can't.
that one is true. Yeah, I agree with you. 100%.
can't.
100%.
Although I honestly do have people that are fantastic with referring for
Outliers.
roles. Yes, they are fantastic. But still, you just have people who just have this weird competition in their head.
And that's exactly what I'm
But
saying.
then I have a question though. Like, so let's say someone is recently hired, right? Is there any sort of negative blowback you get for referring someone?
That wasn't good.
Yeah.
That one
Not necessarily.
was my problem with
because
that
most times nobody remembers who referred the person.
But
What
like,
if-
isn't the referral process something that you submit for someone?
Yeah, so even if you submit it, it's just one person somewhere in HR that knows about it. It's not like it's a public.
But it's none of
information.
your business.
And it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Like, the main reason why you're even submitting is so that you can
cash
collect
out.
referral bonus.
Yeah.
Exactly. So no one's really paying attention to, okay, who exactly referred this person in.
Unless
Yeah.
the person does something criminal.
Outrageous.
You know,
What
yeah.
if you are new in the organization? So let's say you got hired this month. Can you refer someone?
No,
or do
no.
you, or should you
You
have
can
stayed
actually.
like 6
But you won't
months
get
or
money
something?
now.
No, you won't get money.
so what's the
because most
point?
referral, what's the word they call it, Seth? Referral programs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Require you to have passed your probation.
Okay.
So
You just come, you want to bring someone. The only people that do that, we know
you can
them.
bring go, but you might not get the money.
But that's what I'm saying. So those the Indians, as you explained, they do that even without monetary value.
Yes.
That's where it's different. You don't have anything to gain or lose. Even sometimes, some of them, they're like, oh, I'm leaving next week. So you just stay here. They'll bring another guy. So those,
Oh, that one definitely.
They do a lot.
they do a lot. But we,
Definitely.
as a people, even, we need to start from T. T, how many people have you been able to bring to your organization? That's
Of course, you know. I
charity
always
begins
go
at
out.
home.
you know, always go out and refer people if their spaces and all. In fact, like I
Have you had a call with your manager one-on-one and say, I need this guy on my team?
You can't do like that now.
No. He can do that.
No, sometimes I can do
Yeah.
that.
Honestly, I guess it depends on how much clout you have.
Exactly.
Yeah, and again, it
Shines
depends on
clout.
He's
He's going to be the one. The person is going to work on him, for example. He has to do
It
it.
depends on
He
how
has clout now.
close.
If he's hiring somebody to work on
He has
that,
the
now.
power.
Is it me that I am?
Oh yeah,
the
right. I get what you
person
mean. Yeah.
It depends on
That's
how
it.
it depends on how
Yeah, right.
close you are also
Oh, it's
to
true.
leadership. Like for instance,
Right.
like I felt like I'm very, very close to the business. So
So they give you shareholder as well.
no, it's easy. It's easy. Like when you're managing a product that is most likely like the cash cow of the organization,
Yes.
and then you're handling like 3 different teams cut across maybe like 3 different continents. Like it's easy to make those moves. But if you just one dev in one team and you don't on camera, nobody knows what your face looks like. It's really very, very tough to make all those
right,
kind of
yeah.
moves though.
Or imagine you're a director now, right? You might even be you're hiring somebody to work under
not-
you. Obviously, you can say, I've worked with this guy in this person.
100%,
in this place."
100% is key.
That person is literally just going to the interview process for
Formality.
formality.
Yeah, just ticking a box.
It's like
You're
the
right.
only thing that can go wrong, like maybe the person actually fails this thing.
Or the person says something.
Something.
Yeah, like as in you have to really feel bad, because I feel like even if you perform average, if somebody with class referred you, you will still go through.
Yeah. But what's the meaning of someone, in this world now, everything can be offensive. So
Oh, more.
what would you say that could all be like, you mentioned one already, someone hitting on you, that one is different. What can
Not
someone
me, disclaimer.
He had to put that disclaimer out. No, but what would someone say apart from that you could say, okay, you're out? Have you had that kind of case?
I've had worse actually.
Why are you not sharing it?
Because, well, it was someone who showed up nude.
Now
Where's
that
everyone
day is over.
Because we can't believe that such a thing happened.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's
wait.
understand. No, one to understand. No. We cannot move forward. Is the person, hold on. Shirtless?
So it was a lady. She was topless.
No.
And it wasn't me.
Look at this moron.
So it wasn't me. I had already gone through the phone screen with the candidate. So she was meeting with the VP.
Video?
Yeah, video call.
Maybe she didn't know she video was on.
She knew it was a video call. And the worst part is that in terms of assessment, she scored one of the highest.
What do you mean shirtless? Was she
She was
revealing too much?
wearing nothing.
I know she was doing an experiment. No. She was doing an experiment. No. You get what I
The
mean?
manager kept saying, is this a good time? She was like, yes, it's okay. Let's have a conversation. So I'm thinking maybe she's a nudist. And this was a US candidate anyway.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
That
it
makes
doesn't make
sense.
sense in a professional
do you
setting.
mean?
No.
though.
If the person is a nudist,
Eh.
right?
No, don't do like this. I'm listening to you.
No, T.
What does this mean?
She's trying to tell you that this is who I am. Are you going to accept or not?
Oh, okay. So during team meetings, you be coming up like that.
But T, you know that we're getting to a world where that will be accepted, right?
No, that cannot be.
Do you know? Hope you know that this video will be alive because all this is saying cannot be. You just watch. Because remember the teacher that showed up? I don't want to mention the teacher that showed up to school with. Okay, these things are going to be allowed. You have to accommodate because that's someone telling you that this is my personality. You think it's not going to be allowed? Okay, let's watch and see. But okay, that's funny. So what did you do?
No, well, the hiring manager then called me into the meeting. So I joined the meeting.
And you saw it.
It was a case where she was adjusting herself when she saw somebody else was in the room. So I requested for us to go off
Video.
Yeah. So I went off video. The hiring manager cut the call. And then we just had a conversation my,self and the hiring manager.
Why
and
did
he
you
was-
guys just tell her to
She's a
wear
qualified
something?
candidate. No, you can't tell. You
He
can't do
asked
that.
her, are you comfortable? Is this a good time? Would
Yeah,
you want
man.
to take it for It was a man.
Hey. that's
Anyways, this was my
dangerous.
previous
That
role.
is very dangerous. If it's tea, that's gone.
What do you mean it's gone? Why would I turn up to this thing? Oh no.
No, but it was wrong.
But I want to understand. Was that the first stage? No.
No, that was the second stage.
So the first stage wasn't nude.
The first stage was a phone call.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why didn't you guys read somewhere? Do you read anywhere in a profile that this Wogushi is?
We didn't see anything.
That means you guys
related
not do
to
deep research then.
nude. We didn't see anything.
Because normally HR will say social
How
media,
would
right?
you go that deep when
But
you're
HR
not
hold
giving
on,
an
hold on.
offer?
But HR will
You
say
guys
social
check-
media.
Do you guys check social media?
I don't check social media.
Why?
But some companies do.
Are you
I know
serious?
there's a previous company I was hired for, and they actually checked my social media.
How do you know?
They came back to me to ask me about postings I had on Twitter.
On Twitter? They went to your Twitter?
They went to
They
my
went your
Twitter.
trend?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Nigeria?
It was about NSAS. So, I was posting a lot of like bloody
Oh.
images and stuff. So they
it's too
brought
much.
it up that, they know I'm supporting a cause and whatnot, but
I hope there will
because
not be
candidates,
conflict. Yeah.
and because some candidates, because IT now, because I was doing for it was like an IT kind of recruitment role, like it was a tech recruitment role. So a lot of tech people are on Twitter. We do some recruitment on Twitter, so it was a case of me cleaning up my Twitter.
Cleaning up, or they should have their own and just give you the. I don't get
It
it.
was a case of me cleaning up my Twitter because as an independent recruiter, you have to use your own personal Twitter.
Oh, so you have to go and delete all your answers,
I wasn't deleting. I was just
archive them.
unliking.
Oh wow.
Yeah, unliking bloody images.
You put blood
There
on
were a lot
Twitter.
of
No, there was
shootings
some-
now.
like the
Oh,
flag,
the shooting.
that
So you're about the
bloody-
people I was putting the shooting online. Okay.
And
I was
the
reposting.
people tagging what's her
CNN.
name? No,
They switch.
the people tagging Cardi B.
I know.
Oh, you want
What
like
Cardi B do?
Nigerians were tagging Cardi B. That one was so funny.
It's why were they tagging Cardi B?
I know,
She'll
so
speak
she-
out now.
It's your people now.
They'll think that maybe American person will come and tell Buhari
Come
not
and
to
help.
kill people. The way we.
Man, like I am. See, there's actually so much to talk about when it comes to job recruitment, when it comes to getting in, when it comes to landing the job. Like, you honestly cannot wrap that up. I know you always have one more question. Just hold up. You honestly cannot.
I have to ask that question.
Hold it though. You honestly cannot, wrap up that entire conversation just in
That's
one
true.
sitting. But I honestly do appreciate, and I know that anybody that listens to this will definitely pick.
I learned a lot
something.
too.
And
Yeah.
honestly, man, like there's so many things that I've been there. I'm like,
Don't show up nude.
no.
What if I show up shirtless?
Nobody wants to see you, bro.
No, but someone just show up and say the person lasted. They told the
Lasted
person.
how?
The
The
person.
person didn't last. We had to cut the call.
Oh, I thought you told me they switched to
No, I was
audio.
pulled in and I had to end the call.
How did you end that call? Walk me through.
Because I had to end the call. I was like, we'll talk to you. We'll reach out to you. Like, just end the call.
Some other time.
Yeah, because the hiring manager was actually worried,
Why how?
like, about ending the call. He wasn't sure.
No, T, you cannot just end the call like that.
Why?
You can get in
Why?
trouble
He
too. You can
wasn't
get
sure,
sued.
like, human rights.
Sued about what?
It's human right
He
now.
had so many things going through his mind, and
Yeah.
it was a US-based candidate.
Why you put it against?
I'm
the
not
US
against any US-based candidate, but I'm just saying, like, the laws there might be different. So the person wasn't sure.
So, my last question, and then you go on with yours. So, like, how easy is it to actually get a role in the US? I mean, like from Canada. I mean, like applying to a role
To a role in the US. I only know about getting a role in Canada from the US.
from the US.
Yeah, because I haven't recruited that other way.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty easy, especially in a case where the only issue is it's more expensive from US to Canada. Because US, they're typically like using USD, and for some reason they pay them very well compared to here in Canada. So the only problem would be like what's it called, the budget, and then another thing would be background checks to make sure the person is legally supposed to be working.
Oh, okay. But so if someone is in the US, does the person need to have like a work authorization to work in Canada?
No.
Or once they are supposed to be working in the
I think it's the other way around. If you're going that way, you need to have work authorization.
for the US?
To work in the US?
Yeah, I think so.
you're
Right?
in Canada?
Probably.
Yeah, from Canada. I think so.
No, but my sister works for a US company and
Is it Yahoo?
Yahoo? No. She's in UK, but she works in for a US company.
Is it
I don't
remote?
think you.
But it's remote.
That will be a who
This guy.
Yeah, man, will not kill me. No, that's all Yahoo. She went to another area. She went to another
Thanks for
area.
clarifying.
She went to another area. She's too smart, man. She killed me.
Oh man, nah, Carly, your question.
Okay, so very personal question, not nude. If you were not doing HR,
Yeah.
what would you be doing if it wasn't HR? I guess question for you too. If you were not
Doing data
data engineering, what will it be?
Would money count? Like
What
without
are we doing
considering
that's
money?
not?
Okay.
Hold on. Is HR you're doing? There's no money involved.
No, I'm just saying the main reason, like that.
No, but-
If it's a
Oh, okay.
profession, like you're giving me the option that money doesn't matter. That I'm just doing it.
Yeah,
Something that makes me happy.
Yeah. Oh, that means
money does not matter.
so that means HR, does it make you happy?
Yes.
Will you do it for free?
For
No.
free. I already do like consulting for people all the time, and obviously I'm going to start charging just in case after this and people want like my services. I'm going to start charging because
How
I've
much
been
do you charge?
reviewing resume for free since I've been
I think
helping
you
people prepare for interviews for free. It's not fair.
I think you should
I
have.
should be
Let me tell you what you
earning.
do. You have a package.
Yeah, consulting.
One of them, the first one, you have a 90-day package. That one can be $150.
For what? Pay what?
It can be sections every 2 weeks.
Per session.
No, every 2 weeks. No, just a package, $150
that's
altogether for 6 weeks or something. That one is for small.
That's small.
Okay, want to raise it up?
I know
Okay,
people
okay.
collecting like over $1,000.
It's like I entered this thing now. Hold on. It's 1,000. I can consult if it's
I
that.
actually have someone I can refer in case anyone is looking to go into BA. She does like consulting services where she would prepare you. You're new to BA, get
Wow.
you ready. You know, you would work on your job hunt and how you prepare for your interviews and whatnot. But she only specializes in BA roles.
Do you have
and
anyone
PM.
that specializes in HR?
HR?
I'll look at that now.
I can do it.
Okay, I have someone for you.
Okay.
I have someone for you too. But the thing
As
is,
long as there's
I
money
don't
involved,
like
I'll do
when
it.
I give you someone I don't get something.
See, this is what we said about
I
Indians.
agree. Me,
This
I'm
is what
not.
we said.
I'm not them. Me, I'm Nigerian. I need 150 for each candidate.
Reme, I mean, if you're not doing data engineering, what would it be?
Oh, she didn't answer.
She
the
didn't answer now.
question.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So are you giving me the option of not thinking about
Yeah,
money?
yeah.
I'll be a vet.
But vets make money though.
No, but I really want to be with animals.
Okay, no. It's a courtesy of this podcast. I'm gonna ask the engineer to get a little chihuahua. Do you like that?
Steve Harvey.
That will be our gift.
I don't mind.
Okay. He's having his lunch or dinner. So
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
vet care.
Yeah.
But do you have a dog?
At home, not here in Canada, like back home.
Wait, you've been here for 3 years. Why would you go see a dog?
It's just
I asked her that question actually.
we actually talked about this when coming upstairs. So it's a situation where my spouse does not like.
Oh,
Yeah.
voila.
But as a special animal I love so much, I think you should consider it.
What's that?
Please.
It's a little pig.
No,
You haven't seen that? No, you see?
like a teacup pig. I know what you're talking about.
The pigs that don't grow more than this.
Yeah.
That size. That would be nice. He won't say no to that. Trust me.
He will say.
Okay, get a pet snake.
I honestly don't mind the fish.
Do you know why? A pet snake gives you massage too. When they wrap you around, it's all massage. You know
That's
that,
when
right?
it's preparing to swallow you.
No, no. It gives you when it wrap you around. You know, Canada snake don't swallow. No, they are very patient.
This guy has killed me, man. Remember, please. If
Remember,
you're not
please
doing-
go ahead.
If you're not doing data engineering, what would you be doing?
I honestly haven't thought about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
See, that's why I asked. I know what you'll be doing.
What would I be doing?
You might be working for maybe one of the current governments in Nigeria. You never know.
Wow. I never thought of that.
Government worker.
No, not government worker. It might be one of the PA to maybe our recently elected
President.
president. Emiloko.
So, what have you
Her
been,
face has changed.
what have you been doing that you'd like to share with us? I mean, like reading a book, seeing a movie, I don't know, anything.
Okay, so I'm preparing for an exam. I have like certification coming up, but I've broken it down into like 2 different phases. So I'm doing like one phase in May and another one in November. So I'm pretty busy reading for my certification, and then I'm reading a book. So I have a book review with my CEO every week because I report to the CEO. So we have our one-on-ones where we review each chapter, and that was one of the books I came with that somebody said I was doing
Jehovah's
Jehovah's
Witness.
Witness.
I thought that was Watchtower.
Crusade,
Yeah.
though.
So the book is called Managing the Professional Services Firm, and pretty much trying to get me to understand how HR works and just management in general when looking at it in the sense of a professional services.
Nice.
Oh, okay. That's detailed.
That's a good book for anybody to pick up. How about you, Reme?
I haven't been reading any books.
No, anything. Like maybe you've been going jogging or you've been like working out or like anything you've been doing recently.
Anything, even if it's reading anything on Instagram.
Okay, I guess something I always like Netflix documentaries. So
Nice.
the most recent one I watched was the one about the missing Malaysian airline flights.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was pretty interesting. But my best one by far is the one about Benny Madoff, the Wall Street guy.
Oh,
that
yeah.
actually ran a Ponzi scheme.
Is it the
During 2008, they had one.
Yeah, so his
Enron.
Ponzi scheme crashed because of the 2008 financial
yeah,
crisis.
yeah.
But like that guy is an absolute genius, right? There's a type of genius where you invent good things, but there's a type of genius where you are a good villain, and this guy is.
But is it better than our current hero in jail now, Hush Puppy? I don't think.
On that note,
I don't think it's close to him because we're talking about billions here.
I'm sorry.